Yo, you know how we do the world's most dangerous podcast. 151 sitting here with the highly evolved, sophisticated Mr. CP3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, yo. Yo, 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 what's going on? Yo, 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 what's going on? You know how we do at the bar radio. Gotta start the money.
Love that money.
You know that money. Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
You really want to play?
Let's get it.
Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what we're talking about.
Come on, come on.
You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you've been talking about. Been talking about. You don't know what to really talk about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut him off. Never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say. Stay up out of my way. Money, 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 make you shut him off. Keep playing for the good spot, go ahead and make the call. Stay in bounds at your pity party if you're going well. A lot of niggas be fake. You really can't play. We ain't got it every morning, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming on my God, but you got me crying. They living in lie, looking to my eyes. They like to surprise me, I'm blind. These multiply, even on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Talking about be a different road. Niggas on my face, niggas on my face. You can get it right, what you talking about? Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play, you don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You know what I've been talking about. You don't really want to play, you don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You never cross these borders. I'm with me. You don't really want to play. these orders. You talk about me, you better just hold it. You can just really afford it. I'm balling, I'm winning, I'm feeling like Robin's horrid. Nigga, I'm free in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. You bitches be foreign, so independent, my money be corporate. This rap is foreign. Nigga hate me, yeah, I'm always gonna adore it. I'm slipping this over. You always go ahead and let me explore it. So independent, my money be corporate. About me, I ain't flawless. You hate me, yeah, I'm always gonna talk about me, then I'm calling. You always go ahead and let me explore it. Trip, climb back, all day. You can go talk about me, three stacks like hard drive. If a nigga talk about get it, man. What do you do? I get it. Money's what I'm talking about. What you really know what you been talking about? You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Money's what I'm talking about. You don't really know what you always been talking about. Now I wanna be the one what's really talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about.
Money's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Always about that money, baby.
What's going on, CP3?
Ain't nothing. Just another day in the life, man. You know, new month, beautiful day. You know, threw some food on the grill. You know, kind of full right now. Feeling got the itis kicking in, but you know, we got some drinks to take care of that. But it's been a real interesting couple of weeks, and you know, things are getting more and more interesting. Some good, some not good, but you know, we don't really care about the not good because we always gonna focus on the good. But we got some good sports news coming up. Coming up. Excuse me.
Man, but you really got the artist today.
Yeah, bro. It's been I told you, man, it's been exhausting, man. But we got a lot of sports going on right now. Unfortunately, the Capitals lost the last two to Pittsburgh. The first one in overtime, so they were tied for first place. Then they played again last night and got shut out 3-0. But they were missing Ovi and John Carlson for the second game in a row. Ovi for the fourth game in a row. There's only 6 games left in the season. They're in second place. They've already clinched the playoffs. Right now, it's just about who's going to be the top seed. There's a top 4 teams in each division make the playoffs. Capitals and the Penguins are separated by 2 points as of right now. Excuse me, but the Capitals do have a game in hand, which means they have played one less game than Pittsburgh has played due to early season COVID protocol. They had to postpone the game, and that's going to be the last game of the season against Boston, which is going to be I got to say it's going to be a very crucial matchup because Boston is in the 4th spot, fighting off the Rangers, who the Capitals play Tuesday and Thursday of next week. And it's going to come down to the last game of the season, who's going to be number 1 seed and have home ice advantage throughout the playoffs and go from there. Nationals are starting to get it together, you know, finally. I believe they swept the Marlins. They beat them today 3-1 on a 3-run home run by Ryan Zimmerman. They got a walk-off on Friday night by Kyle Schwarber, his second walk-off, his second home run since the Nats signed him to that free agent contract. So, you know, he's starting to get in the groove a little bit. We'll talk more about that tomorrow night. And then, as you all know, yesterday was starting Thursday was the NFL draft. Now, see, I had a whole list of all the draft picks with their stats and everything. But, you know, like I say, man, it's been a rough week. I left the notes at home, so you have to tune in tomorrow night for Sports on the Hill podcast for me to break down every break down every draft pick, but I do have the picks on my phone. I don't have the breakdown that I had, so I give a quick rundown of the Washington football team draft picks. The first pick was Jamin Davis, linebacker, which they definitely needed. He is a coverage linebacker, which if you've watched the Washington football team for the last, let's say, 15 years, they haven't had a linebacker that could cover a tight end down the seam, and it looks like this could be the guy that could finally fill that void. The second pick was offensive tackle, which we've needed for a while. Samuel Cosme out of Texas. He's I was looking at some tape on all of them today. He's 6'4", 330. He's a big country white boy. Big country white boy. And I didn't see much run blocking from the footage that I saw. He was in the pass, I guess, a pass happy offense in college. You know I don't watch college, so once we draft him, I look at the highlight tapes. Then I dig deeper towards, when training camp starts, to look at some old games or whatever, if I have time. But he looks like he definitely is going to compete for the starting left tackle position. He can play left or right tackle, so it's always good with versatility. We know how Morgan Moses always end up injured. I still say I think his wife be beating him at home, because by week 2 he done got a bad knee, a bad back, and some more shit. And that's too early to have that many injuries, man. I think he might got a domestic violence problem at home, man. But that's another topic for another show. Third round pick, they picked up Benjamin Saint. I've heard it this morning. I can't remember how because it's spelled Juste, but I can't remember how the fancy way they pronounced it. But he's a cornerback, 6'3", 180 pounds, quality speed. He's a man cover corner, which means he plays up on the line. He can play zone. I saw him play some zone in some of the footage that I saw, but he's an aggressive man cornerback, gets up on you close, likes to jam you at the line. He's a little bit handsy in the field. He's definitely going to have to work on that in the NFL, because they call everything on the defense. And he has good length. He can a lot of deflections, just like the free agent William Jackson that the team signed, the top cornerback in free agency. So now they solidifying the back end, which has been an issue for a while. They added a linebacker, plus signed a couple of linebackers through free agency, plus another linebacker through the draft I'll get into. And we already know about the front four. They signed a 5th-year extension on Deron Payne from his rookie contract. So, he's locked up for this season, but contract extension will be in talks. Jonathan Allen, his contract I believe is also up. Unless he signed the extension, I got to look. Got to check my notes. It's been a long off season. But this defense is going to be nasty. They were already, in the top 10 and top 5 in most defensive categories, and the second best point average given up. I think they were averaging like 16 points a game given up. So
I always feel like if you get like Baltimore Ravens, you got a strong defense, you can go a long fucking way.
No doubt. And they added on the offense too. So, they got Ryan Fitzpatrick, who isn't afraid to throw the ball down the field. He's old. He's not the answer. He's not the future. But no hating on Alex Smith. He goes down the field. And now with the speed that his team has at wide receiver, which they have been lacking for so long, it's going to be an interesting season, because they have, since they won the division, even though with the 7-9 record, they have the first place schedule. So that means they play all the division winners of all the, teams in the, division in NFL. So it's going to be a tough schedule. So it's definitely going to be interesting. It looks like we're going to have training camp and preseason. So that's going to be a plus, because you remember last year we didn't have that. And those first 4 games were kind of rough, which was basically the first 4 games of preseason. Then they started to get into a groove once they got those 4 games under their belt. Now it's 3 games, and they've added 1 game to the regular season. Now it's 17 regular season games and 3 preseason. So it's going to be real interesting. Then for the second, third round pick, they drafted De'Ami Brown, a speedy wide receiver. I believe he had like a 4.3 40. I was looking at some of the tape on him. He's definitely a speedster. He can get separation and he's gone. But his route running, definitely going to need some work in the pros. And he's going to have to work on separation, because the corners in college aren't the same as the corners in the NFL. And the things he was able to do in college, he's definitely going to have to work on and get his technique, perfect his technique, so to speak. So it's definitely good to see some of the speed that they've added. And they've drafted for need, not big name, but for need at the positions that we needed it at. And funny thing is, fans been asking for that for so long, and now they're getting it, and they still complaining about it. So that's why I always say you can't make fans happy no matter what. They can go 17-0, shut out everybody, and the fans will still be like, "Well, you should have scored more points." It's crazy, man. In the fourth round pick, they signed the drafted the tight end John Bates. He's good size, about 6'5", two of the 260. Uh, he can definitely be a compliment to Logan Thomas because Thomas had a breakout season last year. He signed for the next, I believe, 2 or 3 seasons. And you know how, this team excels at the 2 tight end set. Jeremy Sprinkle, they didn't get what they wanted out of him. He departed via free agency, ended up going to the Cowboys, I believe. But this kid, I didn't see much blocking. He was in a pass-happy offense also. So I didn't really see much blocking, but from what the little bit of run blocking that I did see, he's definitely going to have to work on that, get stronger at the point of attack, get stronger in this period. I mean, he has good size, but against the linebackers and safeties in the NFL, like I say, it's not going to be the same thing that he was able to do on the college players that he's going to be able to do in the NFL. He's still, all these guys are young. They still have more growing to do. They're just going to have to get with the weight trainer and, follow their regiment, hit the weights like they're supposed to, and do what they're supposed to do. And nature will take its course. So there's a lot of talent that's being drafted and a lot of talent on the team. So it's encouraging. With the 5th round pick, they drafted a safety, Derek Forrest. Trying to remember what I saw on him. He's rangy. He's not afraid to hit. He has good hands for a safety. He had several interceptions from some of the highlights that I saw. He reads the ball well. And I like that the same thing with Benjamin St. Justy, I think it is. They turn their head when the ball is in the air because in the NFL, even if you deflect the ball, but if you don't turn your head and you're in kind of make contact with the right receiver, they're going to call pass interference. So it's good that they already have that used to that technique of looking back for the ball. So when you get a deflection, even if it's a little bit of contact, as long as you turn your head around and are trying to go after the ball, they'll call it incidental contact. But if you blindly running into the dude with your back turned and it's contact, it's going to be pass interference. So it's going to be interesting with the safety mixes. Landon Collins, there's word that he's going to be playing some linebacker also after coming off the Achilles injury from last year and the season that Cameron Curl had coming in as a rookie. He played well as a free safety and in the box. So it's going to be real interesting with this defense. I love defense, so I can't wait to see what Del Rio is going to do. This pick kind of threw me off. He drafted a long snapper. I really don't have much to say about him because I couldn't find no fucking tape on him because nobody records a fucking long snapper. So I'm just saying I couldn't even find his damn weight and height, dog. It's like he don't even exist. But they drafted long. I'm just saying I could have looked a little bit more, but like I said, I was trying to get everybody in. But they did let Nick Sundberg go, who was like a 12 or 13-year veteran all with the team. So they had to get a long snapper. I thought they were going to use one of the centers that they drafted last year, but long snapper and regular center are 2 different things. I didn't know if they were transitioning or what, but looked like this is going to be the answer for the long snapper. They had 2 7th-round picks. They used both of them on defensive ends. Both of them are kind of small, so I'm not sure. Like I said, they still can get bigger and develop, but both of them are small. If we're still running the 3-4, I could see them being an outside linebacker pass rusher, but running the 4-3, I saw they did do a little bit of coverage, but I wasn't too impressed with the coverage, especially being a player to put your hand on the ground and then trying to go out and cover a running back out the flat or a tight end. But anyway, like I said, I'm not the draft guy. I'm just covering it and giving my opinion. That's all. Number 7, it was a 7th-round pick was Will Bradley King. He's a defensive end. He's about, I think it was like 6'3", 254, I want to say. So, those are like the prototypical size for linebackers in a 3-4. Coming as a DN on a 4-3, I'm not really sure if they're going to be big enough. They can be situational players just to come in on pass rushing downs to relieve, to give some rest to the other guys if they're tired. But most likely they're going to be special teams players and backups. The other 7th-round pick was they had 3 7th-round picks, my mistake, not 2. Was Shaka Toney out of Penn State. I was actually watching some tape on him, and he reminds me of a linebacker. He's tall. He has good size at like 242, but that's not big enough to be a defensive end in the NFL going up against a 300-pound, 6'4" left tackle, so or right tackle.
Maybe he got muscles, man.
I mean, it did say he has more athleticism than strength. So, but in the NFL, that's not going to translate because you have offensive linemen that are so good that even if you're athletic and quick, they're so good that they know how to stop that.
It's true.
So,
Well, it's always a long difference of playing college.
oh yeah, definitely. That's why it's so hard to make the roster.
It's a wake up call.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's why it's so hard to make the roster. They're looking to expand it now that they added one more game to the season from a 53-man. I'm not sure what they're looking to expand it to, but like last year with the COVID, they had an expanded roster. I think it was of I want to say 75, and they were able to dress 46 on the day of the game, but they were able to have an extended roster instead of just a 53-man roster with the COVID protocol. So they're looking for them to do something like that with the adding one more game to the season, for injury or whatever. And they have the injured list, the injured reserve, where you can actually come back. If it's you're able to come back, then you have to be out at least, I think it's 3 or 4 weeks, and then you're eligible to come back if you're back healthy. So there's a lot of changes coming, and they're going to figure it out. And then with the final pick in the 7th round was Dax Maline. I'm not sure. I can't remember what they say on the thing. Wide receiver. He kind of reminds me of a Wes Welker, but not as quick. He has good hands. He's going to have to play slot because he has 4.5 speed, so he really doesn't have any separation that he can, get away from the corners or whatever. His route running is above average, but he's definitely going to have to work on the speed coming in and out of his breaks. He's done some punt returning, but it's going to be competition. He can probably end up making a practice squad or something like that and see how he can develop. But in my opinion, it was an above average draft. I'm still looking at tape, so I'm not ready to give a draft grade yet. I'm going to look at some more tape tonight when I get out of the studio from here, and we're going to see, last year was a quality draft grade because you had, a lot of the players that got drafted were able to start and contribute, or if not start, contribute. But it's definitely going to be positive for this team going forward, looking to repeat as NFC division champs. So stay tuned. We're going to cover it all tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill podcast, starting at 9 o'clock, starting with the Capitals, break down the Nationals, excuse me, and get into the NBA. The Wizards are still, I believe, in the playoff.
You need to watch NBA game this year.
Man, I told you I watched one last week and they lost. That's the game that they lost.
Never mind.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They won 8 in a row trying to win 9. I turned the game on and they lost, and then after the game I didn't watch it. They won the next game.
Oh yeah,
I told you, man.
You bad luck, son.
Yeah, I don't watch basketball. That's why I don't watch basketball, dog. I'm hockey, football, and baseball, dog. That's me. Basketball. I can watch WNBA, but I can't watch.
That's what you're trying to fuck.
I mean, we had credentials, dog. I was in the locker room a couple times. These things happen. Nah, you don't see.
You know why? Because they like the same thing you like. Anyway.
That's fucked up. Some of them do, but
most of them do.
Yeah, it is what it is. But that's enough. That's enough. It's too early to get in that conversation.
But you ain't had nothing. Oh, you didn't bring out the liquor yet.
Oh yeah, I knew something was missing.
Yeah, you still got that same for this bottle. So, well, we got our guest in the house. Like 360's in the house. So before we even go to him, I'm gonna read off some couple of stories. But today's a special day for us. We choose to celebrate instead of mourn. So 2 years ago, we lost our founder, our friend, our brother, Black GOP, Jason Terrell. When me and him started doing radio, this is the only time I pulled these belts out. When we did True Radio, we was the tag team champions of the world. And, that was our kick. We were both wrestling fans. We were both wrestling fans that didn't really watch wrestling anymore. But we love belts. Don't get me wrong, I will choke slam your son in a minute.
RKO was deadly, bro.
Yeah, I will DDT any low jack party for free. But, we lost him. This is like when we were, I saw that CPIII had put something up about him and was like, damn, it is in 2 years. Which is really hard for me because I lost him, like a year before I lost him, I lost him, who was like my rhyme partner and stuff like that. and we had a falling out, and we didn't speak for 5 years over something stupid, social media was. Cost us, and then when we finally, got back in touch with each other, within like 2 or 3 years, he wound up passing. And then the week after that, well, a year after that, that we passed, I lost GOP, who was also like that. But we tend to keep these legacies by going on. And I want to cry, but I'd rather sell. His influence is always going to be on my product. I'm sure it's always going to be on your product as well. That's why I don't mind, bringing the belts out to celebrate his life. I might bring it out too, or when his birthday.
No doubt. Yeah, he definitely was a huge influence on my life. Unfortunately, I didn't know him as long as you did. We were known each other for a span of only 3 years, but.
So let me tell you a funny story.
Oh, shit.
So, me and GOP, Rob was GOP's roommate, and I met GOP when Rob used to work for me. Me and GOP met slightly back then, but then we just got closer because of the radio.
Yeah.
And then it became, first it was Rob's man, and then it became, no, but he took time to get to know me.
Mm-hmm.
And we just built, some people you just click.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he's one of those people I just click, like, I'm an anti-social alcoholic. Like, you got a beer, we got to talk. But it was just one of those people who I just clicked with. And we just had a real brotherhood and a good bond. Like I knew GOP for like 5 years. And it was a slowly get to know you thing. And as we got to know each other, when I told him about doing the show at the Harbor, he was like, "Well, I want you to do it with me." Okay, and that's out of all the people, you want me to do the show with you. And we just had natural chemistry together, and that was my dude. And like, I learned a lot. Like, I'm not afraid to say I learned from somebody, and that's the thing. I learned a lot from that.
Yeah, especially the business stuff that he taught me in a limited time. Like I say, I always had mentors and folks that older folks that I reach out to get information, get knowledge or whatever. But this was the first time it was a person that was my age that knew an extensive amount about business that I was trying to learn, but I could never find that person that was willing to teach me. I have plenty of people say, yeah, you got, you can go far, you got the potential, you got the drive, but you need to, do this and do that. But he never had the time to show me how to do that. He took that time. And like you say, it was a slow build because I didn't meet him until 6 months after we started our show. Because that's the way he operated. It was all business. Like there's no reason for you to meet him until, you get some shows on your belt to see how things are going to go. Then you meet. So then when the first time we met, like you say, we just clicked. And, my hustle, his thought process, and him just being an asshole just like myself, we just clicked. And like I say, next thing you know, we was hanging 3-4 days a week, talking business on the phone all day, talking business, chilling, just laughing, joking, tripping, just had a connection. And I had a lot more to learn from him. So yeah, it kind of fucked me up, the way things went down. And because it's very rare that I have anyone that I do follow.
So, the funny thing is, I remember because I've been working a lot. Thank God Sports Authority closed down, you bastards. I've been working a lot, so I wasn't calling in on True Radio like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when I had a chance to call in, Robbie answered the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, "So what is your name?" I said, 151. He's like, "What?" I said, "A 1, a 5, and a 1. That's your name?" "Yeah, that's my name." So Robbie goes back and he clicks over and he says, "Yo, GOP, there's some dude named 151 on the phone." He says, "Yo, that's the other host of True Radio." Of the broadcast.
Robbie's hilarious, man.
He was like, "Oh," he said, "Yeah, put him right through."
Robbie is hilarious, but yeah, it's rare that you meet someone that could touch so many lives and bring people together on so many different levels and platforms, and get everyone on the same page and in the same direction. And
he was so driven. Like the last show we all got to do together was the poetry show. And I remember him. He was just so adamant. He had just came out the hospital. He was just so adamant about, yeah, I gotta get this post. She said, don't say, yo, chill, be chill. I gotta get it done. I gotta do it. He accomplished it, but his will to do it was amazing.
You know, I didn't make that show, the last show, and I heard he said some words about me that I still haven't been able to watch yet. That last show I didn't make because I had to cover the Mystics.
Oh shit!
And so I didn't make that show. The last show that we had, I didn't make it, and that was like you said, right after he got to the hospital. And Robbie told me he watched it, and he said he had some, words to say about me that I should hear. But I still haven't. 2 years later, I still haven't been able to watch that joint.
Oh man!
I still haven't been able to watch it, bro. I want to. I got it in my Google Drive. I got it on my phone. I just haven't watched it.
The one thing is I always tell people, because people thought when me and GOP and I started doing at the bar and True Radio went somewhere else, was that we were always in competition, but then we would always show up on each other's shows because it was never a competition. It was always a brotherhood.
No doubt.
There was a lot of times I was actually in the studio with y'all. I'm just not on camera.
Yeah. folks can
Like,
jump
a
to
lot of
their
people don't
own.
realize that.
Yeah, folks can jump to their own conclusion. We don't pay it no mind.
Yeah.
The fact that you're talking about us means we're doing our job. So, I mean, if you're trying to figure out what's going on, then that means you're going to keep tuning in. So, appreciate it.
So before we get to our guests, I'm gonna go through these topics real quick, and then I'm gonna play some videos. And then we got our guests, and I can't wait till we get to my favorite part of the show. You will see what we got. So as I was doing, so DJ Khaled has a new album out, and he has a new song with Nas and Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
And the album is getting very bad reviews.
Oh, really? I thought I saw something about it was supposed to be, one of his best projects ever. I thought.
Who voted? DJ Khaled?
I don't know. I was flipping channels.
Probably. DJ Khaled probably voted. This is my business. It's hard to get a bad Nas and Jay-Z song until this one. Like, it's not even really bad, but it's just like,
Really?
like the beat is not really doing it for me. And lyrically, they were just like, it's Khaled. I don't think. Lyrically, they just dialed it in. You can just tell. It's nothing like, ooh, you're not tapping your man like, man. Like, you heard Rap Republican, you called somebody. You know what I'm saying? When you heard Success, you called somebody. Oh, did you know what he said? Oh, I think Jay got it. I think Nas got it. Ain't nobody got this shit.
Damn. That's it. I mean, I never really understood DJ Khaled's success.
I do, because he's a people person. And don't get me wrong, he's had some bangers.
Oh, yeah, he
my
definitely
was out there. I was about to go to Florida and grow dreads and shit.
He definitely has a sound and a flavor. I mean, I'm not saying that he's not talented, just that I never understood why he always yell on the track, dog.
Yo, man, you know his name, don't you?
You fucking right. You wake up in the middle of the night screaming that shit. DJ Khaled, like what the fuck?
I mean, I got a 3-0 number. You can probably know who DJ Khaled is.
He probably did. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's interesting if you can get a Nas and Jay-Z on the track and it's not.
It's mediocre.
Wow.
And some things are forced, and some things are, I didn't listen to the whole album because when I hear a Nas and Jay-Z song and it's like I played the video once.
Wow.
It's like a girl giving you mediocre head. Am I gonna call her back?
I'm gonna ride it out. She got to learn. We gonna work at it.
You know what? The lies you say. Before we went on air, he was playing 8-ball and MJG and UGK. So he up here around like shit.
I mean, she might get put to the bottom of the rotation.
Talk about he gonna ride it out. He's never gonna call you back.
I mean, she might get put to the bottom of the rotation, but she's going to get a call again to see if she's improved.
And what, like 6 years?
Maybe 6 months.
Okay.
Tell her to go practice.
He's never gonna call you back.
Put your mind to
I
it.
guess he's laughing because you can see the Pinocchio
I'm just saying, man.
growing like a motherfucker.
Man, them late nights in the top 5 don't come. Y'all number 6 come in handy, dog.
You know, so it's going to hell. We've only had one.
Oh yeah, the liquor ain't out yet.
Yeah, we have to get the liquor because this is. I might need a shot after this. Judge orders Dr. Dre to pay $500,000 of wife legal fees during divorce. So you want to divorce me, but I gotta pay your fucking lawyer for you to divorce me to take my money. What type of shit is this?
That's normally the way it works.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, because I was watching the Ari Spears comedy special. He said, yeah, the husband is responsible for the wife's
If you want to
lawyer
fucking
fees.
leave, why would I want to pay a nigga for you to leave.
That's the beautiful world of America. So yeah, that's and I heard something. What was it? Because they the lawyers that he had, because they represented both of them. Now he has to get new lawyers.
Yeah,
Because
the new lawyer. Yeah,
there's a
the
conflict of
conflict of
interest. So now all that money he done paid them goes to not. Now he got to go drop another retainer for somebody else to pick up what they had
That's
already
some
stopped.
bullshit.
That shit is crazy.
So
It's cheaper to kill a dog.
yeah, I know.
Strong alibi, baby.
Okay, dear white people, this is what I want y'all to understand. Pretty Ricky is a fucking singing group, not a rap group. So, Baby Blue got shot recently when he was in Atlanta. No, he's in Florida. He's in Florida. Well, he was doing a single release party at a bowling alley. It's kind of weird. So, I think he was in Atlanta. And, but then it was like rapper Baby Blue gets shot, and it's like, now Baby Blue, rapper Baby Blue, is out at clubs again, taking bookings and stuff like that. This nigga's not a rapper.
If your name is Baby Blue, you're not a rapper. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
This nigga's not a rapper. You're not a rapper. This nigga's not a rapper. Like, this nigga sings 8-bar harmonies. This nigga's not a rapper. Do you know what a rapper looks like or sounds like?
Anybody black that's doing something musical is a rapper now.
Just because you can say cat and hat, don't. Dr. Seuss is not a rapper. Do you know what a rapper looks like?
Well, they taking some of his shit off the market, so he may be.
Mr. Magoo is not a rapper. Like, Tweety Bird is not a rapper. Like, these motherfuckers, like, just because this nigga black and he's from, like, Florida or somewhere, that don't make you a rapper. That just makes him a black nigga in Florida. He's a singer. Pretty Ricky was a singing group. Singing group.
Yeah, that joint was a singer, yeah.
I don't know. Name one rap record Pretty Ricky had that they were rapping.
I remember that one that was on the radio that they was playing forever.
I hated Pretty Ricky.
I mean, it was catchy.
I hated all them singing groups back then. I hated B2K.
No, I never even got into them.
I remember when they broke up, I called one of my nieces and I laughed. I am a super villain.
Oh, shit.
Death Row was sold again.
Dang.
Death Row was bought by Hasbro. It was sold again in a deal worth $250 million.
Yeah, still worth that much? Nah.
Same thing I said.
They passing her around like a blunt.
They passing around like the neighborhood tree.
Yeah. Who got next?
Financial giant Blackstone has bought Death Row music rights and part of the music acquisition. Entertainment One Music. And they bought E1 Music too. 3.85 million in cash. Look, I just need 7 million out there.
Entertainment One Music. And they bought E1
Music.
For 3.85 million.
And Jay-Z is
I just need 7 million.
Is about to invest in another fitness brand. So this is what I like about like Nas and Jay-Z and stuff like that. I that hardware song is they actually invested their money into different things. Multiple streams of income. Stuff they've been preaching about in their lyrics and they've been doing. Nas is also investing in cryptocurrency. Ring. He's had multiple investments where they don't really need that. That's why you can make a terrible song for DJ Khaled and not give a fuck because it's not your real career.
You got stuff with Silicon Valley and everything.
You just like I can say whatever.
Yeah.
And the clowns have been trying to come at Nas because he said he was the cryptocurrency Scarface or something. It's like that bar was weed. That bar, like damn, this nigga been giving you 20 plus years of solid bars. He says one frivolous line, and then y'all niggas is all of a sudden hip hop judges. And I just saw your mother, and your daughter dancing to the City Girls last week on a TikTok video. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Man, that cryptocurrency ain't no joke, dog. I just started dibbling and dabbling a little bit in
like,
there.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I turned it off. Maybe Nas needs to retire. Grow the fuck up. Let's see you. Some of y'all niggas is double wood. Some of y'all, if y'all in your 40s, that means you've been double wood for 20 plus years.
I just got one
Your son is double wood.
I just got one word for catalog. Do you have one?
Exactly. And these dudes have maintained a solid albums for over 20 years. That's hard to do.
Some folks can't do it for more than one fucking out, well, one fucking song. Not the hell with an album.
Some of y'all to this day don't even know how to make music. I've listened to some of y'all SoundCloud. Some of y'all motherfuckers need a hot cup of shut the fuck up juice. Look on this real quick.
Go fill out the application to McDonald's or something.
Don't even do that. Just go around and just pick up trash cans and put them back for no reason.
Might be like Cal.
that'd be more productive than you doing anything. Because obviously you're just a waste.
He could be like Calvin. Come up from McDonald's, man, dump the trash to, you know.
Nah, he could be like Calvin. I like the Whack Arnold's joint.
Yeah.
What really happens? McDonald's are poison in our hood.
I'm tired of you coming home smelling like French fry grease.
He could be like Calvin. I like the Whack Arnold.
Yeah, but you ever sex the girl that smell like French fry grease?
Man, I used to kill the drive-thru at McDonald's, bruh. I had a nice rotation of fast food restaurants.
Oh, so before I get to the target, I gotta tell you the wild night that I had the other day.
Oh shit.
I saw something that I wish I would have videotaped just for you, CPIII.
Oh boy.
So
Before I get to the targets, I gotta tell you the wild night that I had.
the other day, my boy called me to
Videotape just for you.
basically be the guy at the door for a party they was on.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish you could have came to this party.
To
Every bad stripper
basically
from
be the guy
Capital Dollhouse.
for
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know. I know the founder of Capital.
Yeah.
Nico.
No, yeah, she was there too.
Yeah. I've known her for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense now.
So I'm at the door. They put me at the door because my personality sucks, and I'm the guy that be like, "Yo, okay, you gotta pay." You know, you tell me who it is they gotta pay. So
my personality sucks, and
I'm at the door. You know, security with me, chilling. So this girl comes in,
tell me who it is they gotta pay.
and
So
she's being carried by a dude. She's handicapped.
Oh.
She has no legs.
so this girl comes
And I'm like, okay, so dude carries her in, and then I noticed she didn't come to the table to buy a ticket or to give me money to come in, but then she starts paying the bouncer dude. So I'm like, that's hard. But okay. Well, even so, they can get the bouncer dude the money and give it to me.
But then she starts paying the
So
I'm like,
the bouncer looks at me and says, "Oh, you know she's a dancer, right?
the money and
Can you give me another beer so I can finish this?"
Hold
song?"
up, bro. I might need to grab me one too, but I want to hear the rest of this. Man.
You might want to get the bottle from underneath the cup.
Getting everything out right now.
That's the cliffhanger right now. The bouncer dude says, and she's fun size and she has no legs, by the way.
You might want to get the bottle from underneath.
Hold on, let me grab this bottle.
Cliffhanger right now. The bouncer dude said,
I gotta hear the rest of
and
this
she's
one.
fun size.
I've been in the game for a while and I ain't seen no legless stripper before. She can't.
Oh shit, did I get that? Oh, she ain't got my keys. Oh. So, oh shit, did I get that? Oh, she ain't got my keys. So she's fun size and she has no legs. So I look at him and I go, "You bullshit." As any man would say. He goes, "Nah, that was her tipping she paid me."
So I look at him and I go,
So,
That's the why I'm tired because I gotta go to work.
he goes, nah, that was a tip.
So I'm like, whatever, I gotta go to work. One of the other dudes do security comes out and goes,
I gotta go to work in the morning.
he's shaking his head. He's like he's been traumatized because he's done seen something he wasn't ready for.
that's why I'm sitting, because I do secure. I'm shaking my head like I couldn't
So
imagine.
you know when a nigga done seen something, they just like just walk with the head shaking like. So he goes, "Yo, I done seen something that I done seen everything in the world." What you see? He said, "You know, shorty in the wheelchair, right?" "Yeah, man. He was on the floor. He was twerking. He was getting down." I said, "What?" He said, "Dog, that ain't even the wildest part." I said, "What's the wildest part?" "Man, she sat a nigga in the wheelchair and then she gave him a lap dance."
She was on the floor. She was twerking.
All right, if we had a commercial break, we have to go to it right now. Cause yeah, that I was trying to figure out how she got to the stage. So she rolled up to the stage in a wheelchair.
No, it was no stage. It was all open
Oh,
area. We
so,
had like a ramp.
so, so did she hop out the wheelchair? Did she fall out the wheelchair? How did she
Jumped
get
out the wheelchair. She like bounced out, you know.
See,
She got arm strength.
there needs to be some video footage of this somewhere.
Unfortunately,
There's so many questions I had.
I had to do with this nigga out with me at Will Star with a million views.
Bruh, I'm done
I
securing the
would
strip club.
put money behind that joint. I done chopped up Renegade's music, put that shit behind it. I feel like we gonna hop into it or something.
Oh man, yeah. I wish I was there to see that. That would have even though I'd have been tired.
You
It should have
know,
worked.
they do another one. Now I gotta go back. I gotta bring the camera for that, like the big camera. I don't even want this shit on my. I want this shit. I want to chop this shit up and make it amazing. But yeah, so that like I didn't go to sleep that night. I had to work the next morning.
Yeah, that's too
But
much.
and you can't sleep when you done seen your man is traumatized. Like, dog, she jumped out the chair and she put a dude in the chair and gave him a lap dance. I'm trying to picture that in my head. And yo, can I ask you a real honest question? After all the stuff that I just told you,
I'm trying to picture that in my head. And
you still fucking?
I don't know. I ain't ever had a chick with no legs before. I had a chick that had like yeah, she. I mean, because I'm thinking you ain't gotta. I mean, the legs don't get in the way, so you get straight. You know, I mean, you get straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? You can do some some deep sea diving and that joint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Depends.
What a wide range entertainment. So you still fuck the shorty with no legs?
It depends, bro. It depends. At this time of the day, it depends. I told you, man, my stable empty right now, so I can't be picky, bro. How often can you fuck a chick with no legs?
Yo, dude, he would fuck this chick with no legs. He would fuck a no-legged stripper.
Depend on how fat she is and how drunk I am. That's pretty much the combination.
So she had a bag of weed, you fuck?
Oh yeah, we twist her up. She gonna put one blunt in her mouth and then she putting something else in her mouth. Pull on both of them hard, girl. Go ahead. My bad. It's still early. My fault.
You the nasty fuck. You know what?
Lady after that is tuning in. She just gave a triple face off.
We need you. Please come back.
I told you the show going off the rails. I told you you better hurry and get back, girl. It's gonna be crazy when you come back.
You would really. Oh my god.
Dog, I told you my man hit a deaf chick, bro. And even though she make that sound, he was still like she got some good pussy, so he kept going back. He was saying she was bad as motherfucker, a little Spanish joint. Said she only thing is she was deaf, and when they got into it, and she got that nut, she made that sound and kind of fucked everything up. That's why I don't think I could fuck a deaf chick unless I had like some headphones on or something, baby. Because when she make that sound, dog, I'm gonna start laughing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna bust out laughing, throw off my whole stroke, gotta start all over again, dog. I'm sorry. I don't know, but like I say, I double dabble a little bit different things, man.
I'm scared to ask. What is the most different thing that you dabbled in?
Like I said, the chick that had only had half an arm and shit. I was wondering how she would suck my dick with just one hand. I found out. She used that little nub too. That shit was alright.
You let it video. Let me find a video. Real quick.
Hey man, you asked. You opened up Pandora's box.
Yo, this is Keys the Poet Flex. Get myself together. Then we're gonna have a guest. That's mad.
Keys the Poet Flex. Get myself together. Then we're gonna have a guest.
Y'all know I'm on the song. cities, catching different flights. Think I'm on to some different days. I came up from 9. Different cities,
This is just horrible.
I think I'm on to some.
Oh man. They have a hoochie.
Might hit another coat. He in the mission, I be killing this shit. Niggas been the killer, so move the nigga, make it wise. While we the nigga, we back. I hate you, phone, but leave that shit a play. Just depending on the state. Niggas run, we ain't rich. You think you gon'
Damn, she got you a hoochie.
Yeah, I know.
to get some L 214. I know them, they get traced. That's my bro. Rest in peace. Low, back in the air. I'm getting mileage, bitch. I'm flying. I'm in the cockpit, perfect system. I got power, so much money, need it challenge. Yeah, that's my today. Tonight, I'm getting mileage, so different flights. I got power, so much money. I'm on the song. Came up from 9. Different flights. I came up from 9. Different days. Came up from some. I'ma go blow me back. Fuck how long it takes. BBS on my neck. Fly got me right next. This was a done for rich. I blow it into the face. What you gonna do with that money? That shit in the count of stuff. Jumpy got my sound right. But down the stars. And all black. All I hear is we gotta relax. I can't take my foot, say that. Lord, I'm so never man. I'm just in that rag. I'm getting to the money. Tell me, what did you expect? Not talking money, so it's the disconnect. You know my game, too fly nigga, that's the set. I'm getting ducked up, stacking bands, it's time to flex. Every day, different nights. I know my game, these fucking niggas, different nights. I think I'm on some. I came up from 9. I'm catching different flights. I came up from 9. I came up different nights.
Man.
You had a slob and a nub. That's just. Anyway,
I'm just saying. It was a different experience, man.
and you enjoyed it.
I mean, I only did it once. I couldn't find her a second time.
And we got a special guest in the building. What's going on, sir?
What you do there, doggy?
You talking to the mic, sir?
Oh, go to Mike.
Yeah, you talking to the mic.
Oh, my bad.
We got a special guest in the building.
What's good with you, Mike guy?
Nothing much. As you've been unfortunately traumatized by the CP3's antics.
That's just the tip of the ice. That's just the tip of the iceberg, dog.
Nothing much as you get
If you can top the nub, anything about the no-legged stripper right now.
I think so. To add on to that, I seen a story to where there was a guy who was with a stripper, or I guess I think he did not know that the stripper didn't have any like legs, and so he had cash, and he was sitting on the chair, and she came up, and he was looking like something was shaking her ass, but it's shaking, but there's no legs attached. So he was weirded out, like he didn't know whether to tip her or to grab it. Now I'm thinking that's what you're talking about, but I don't know.
I mean, it depends. Like if the nub is like clean, if it depends on how it is. Because it's going to depend on the situation. I got to see for myself. Yeah.
I can. It'll feel too much like it's a doll. Like it's not real. I need the legs gotta move, and then if there's no legs, it'll kind of scare me, depending on how.
It's kind of like the first time I got hair from a chick with short hair. I was conflicted, cause you know what I'm saying. I was rubbing her head, and I was rubbing her head, and I was like, the head was bomb, but I was like, should I be liking this? Cause it felt, it's a short haircut, man. But I said fuck it, and yeah, it was good.
As long as the shoulders ain't too strong. You know what I mean? Give me that.
Oh man, yeah, but yeah, after the first time, it was cool after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't no problem. Now I kind of, kind of cool.
I'm just picturing CP3 with a midget.
That's the only a couple of my folks got a fantasy about being. I've never been, the person that I wasn't really tripping off it, but I got like 3 or 4 folks on social media that the porn joint Bridget the midget, man, they want that joint bad, bro.
Would you do a midget?
I don't know.
I would.
You would do a girl with no legs, but you don't know if you would
I
do a midget.
mean, because that's
Midget are
different.
tearing apart.
I'm just saying,
Okay,
she got
see?
the little fingers, man. Is it gonna wrap around my dick all the way, man? Them little Vienna sausage joints, man. I'm just, I like to look down sometimes, and if I see a little Vienna sausages on my sausage, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Those are things I think about, dog.
Lady, this is your man.
Hey, man, I told you my mind is a crazy place, man. You have no idea what I be thinking about.
Lady Antoinette, this is your man. This is your man, Lady Antoinette.
Yeah, but midget's never really been my thing. I don't know. I came across the right one, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, depending on how drunk and how horny I am at that point.
So Flex, being that you are an artist and stuff, what is the craziest thing a female fan has done?
Oh boy.
So Flex, being that you are an artist and stuff, what is the craziest thing a female fan has done?
Or maybe I haven't allowed. I haven't allowed it yet.
No, okay.
It hasn't been something too crazy. Now, it's not even more of the females. The females, I pretty much am down for everything. As long as you come to the parties or whatever have you, it's usually pretty smooth. It's more of, let me tell you the more stranger things that I've seen. I've ran into artists who wanted to work with me. And I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. And I check, before I even check to see if, okay, let's work it out, let's go ahead and see it. I usually check the artists as far as what kind of work they have, because what kind of work you have will determine what kind of product you guys both will have. And I haven't heard some songs, so I'm like, okay, you just recorded this in the bathroom, the McDonald's on your phone. Literally, like there's no mixing, no mastering, and yo, I did this track, come nuts with me, bro. That's more of the crazy thing. But as far as chicks are concerned, no, they pretty good, man. Everybody's alright.
You ain't never had no chick like try to kiss you on stage.
Everything is welcome. Everything.
Ain't no chick ever like try to grab your private parts while you on stage.
I was willing to go as far as they are. They're not willing to, as far as to go as I am.
Okay, get it out there like that. Get it out there like that.
The security's taking me out.
Hey, bro, it's a crazy world, bro. Like
Go
I
in the
said,
games to some girl graduate like, this is my meat tonight.
bro, I'm trying to told you. My little bro plays lead bass for a couple of local go-go bands, including the What Band, and he's a DJ now also. And when he was living with me, let's just say there were a few situations with females that I had to, let's just say, get his ass out of. Cause yeah, you can get in the game, and when the females start coming, yeah, it's hard to say no, but you gotta tell the truth, man. Don't lie to these broads, because yeah, when they get in their feelings and you're somebody popular, it can turn ugly very quickly. That's just a little bit of advice for you before you.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. And that's why I always say, anybody, it could be guy, even if they're like a regular guy, whatever have you, as long as they're down with the program, it's all good. The program. All right, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be known, but I'm saying it here, like right now. There's something called the program. If you ain't down with the program, cut it. The program. Y'all know what that is?
What's the program?
The program.
What's your program?
Basically is I like you. So we can be together if you want to. But I don't want to put my penis in a closet. So I'm gonna still do me. You're not. I'm gonna do me though, and we Gucci. We
But
all
she's
right.
not allowed to do her.
No,
How does that work?
it works well actually. It's basically because obviously, well, and again, I'm not speaking for everybody, but some people I've known that from what I've seen, men can more of separate their emotions with sex better than women can. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying that's everybody. No, I'm just saying I've heard some. So, since that happens, a male can have maybe one or two, or maybe have sex with one girl or two, but again, he doesn't, his heart can still stay with that one. Whereas a woman, if she has sex with anybody, it's more emotions involved. So if she sleeps with anybody, it's more of, okay, her heart melted with his dirty man heart. So
So you don't believe in monogamy?
I do believe in monogamy.
Now
Depends on who it is.
the logic that you're imploring is
Pimpish?
I'd be like,
it can be that way if at point blank your game is tight. And my thing
You used
is
to do that? That's
we're not talking about me right now, okay? I'm just making a point here, okay? We're not talking about me in my past. But in this day and age, basically, if your game ain't tight and you can think, your folks ain't giving them cheeks up to somebody else. But now women are built different. And that logic of, them giving themselves up emotionally, they learn how to turn that switch on too now. And the problem is the dudes can't handle that. And then when they find out that they are smashing somebody else, then I hate to say it, I've seen it several times. The dudes turn into bitches.
very true.
So
I mean, Lady Antoinette, get well, do not pull up. Let them have their moment, okay?
see, she didn't even let me finish saying what I was trying to say.
I think it's more of, as far as that, it just comes down to communicating. There's a lot of people that don't communicate. It really is. At a certain point in time, it's like, you know what? Every man, everybody just has to come to the point to where it's like, listen, I'm not arguing, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you're down, enjoy the ride. If you're not down, you're free to go. I think it's the option of telling the partner that they're free to go is the problem. They go, oh, I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to go nowhere. It's like, dude, do what you want to do. You live one time. You live one time. Tell her how it is stuff. Don't lie. Listen, I like to do my thing, and I don't want you to. Granted, I will make you happy, and I will do whatever it takes. I will drive you wherever you want. I will pay for everything. I will be a man's man for you. But I need you to be down with the program.
So, you're willing to have a threesome as long as it's 2 ladies, correct?
That's the only threesome. 2 dudes and a guy and a chick is not a threesome. That's a train.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
So there's only one type of threesome. 2 women and a dude. I'm tired of people not understanding that. That is not 2 guys.
You sound like passionate about that.
Because I've had this conversation with so many folks. I'm like,
So your girl be like, I want a threesome, and she said, I want to bring his dick.
like that's not a threesome, bitch. All my fantasies are one dick production. my dick is the star and feature in this motherfucker. There is no co-stars. There is no supporting actors. There's me. And yeah, that's a threesome. So yeah, there is no other way to put it. A threesome is 2 ladies and a guy. That's it.
I'm sure Lady Antoinette. Right.
I'm
She's
just
our
saying.
other co-host. She's out. Right.
Oh, man.
I mean, like you say, full disclosure. As long as you're upfront in the beginning, if they choose to roll with it, because that's my logic. I tell you how I am. I tell you who I am. If you like it, cool. If not, you can still be friends and have a nice life. It's cool. I'm actually going through a couple of situations like that right now.
I know women who hate guys not because of them cheating, it's because they lied. If you told the truth, this would have never happened in the first place. Yo, I'm trying to have sex. We ain't having sex enough. I'm gonna get it. No surprise if I cheat on you, you knew it was coming.
Oh Lord, you sound like a disciple of CP3.
That was the lot. That was some of the logic I employed. Yeah, I mean that is a way to look at it. I've been, like I said, that was my logic for my whole 20s and early 30s. But yeah, I mean, that's his truth, and that's what he, you know, confident in living in, and he's able to take the consequences of his actions and repercussions. Then live your life, bro. That's the same thing I did. You know, I had some regrets. I have a lot of fond memories, but you know, we all go through that. You know, and you're still young, so you know, have your fun. When you get older, you'll start to, when you go through more situations and learn more life lessons, your perspective is going to, not going to say change, but it's going to evolve. It might go further than where you are now, or you might branch off to something else. But you're young, enjoy it, man. That's what it is. You know, I know I enjoy my 20s, my teenage years, and most of my 30s too. So yeah, man, just like I say, just be honest, be real. Like I said, I ain't never had no busted windows, no slash tires, none of that shit. Exactly. They knew they knew I was a whore. So you know, you can't be mad when I did whorish type shit. It's I told you what I was. It's facts, and they just sit there be like, well, you know, you did tell me. I was like, yeah, I did. Yeah, how you gonna be mad now? Yeah, I was full disclosure. I told you, I'm straightforward. I didn't know if you were playing or not. Did I have a smile on my face when I said it, or was we having a real conversation?
You might have had both, though. It might have been a real conversation with a smile.
I might have had a flashback, and the smile might have came up from a previous situation, but I'm straightforward and honest with any and everybody. So you know, I'm not them other dudes that you gotta read between the lines and, you know, see if I'm real or see if I'm just talking shit. I ain't got a reason to talk shit. I ain't got time to talk shit. I got too much other shit to do.
Do you know that the average adult has?
No, the average adult don't have shit.
I guess we can talk about music now that we've been on a pimp stroll.
Hey, I told man, I've been listening to UGK and 8-Ball MJG the last 2 weeks, bro. I knew it was gonna come out somewhere. It couldn't come out.
$40 tonight?
Nah. I know I got a nice check coming, but nah, I ain't got 40 for nobody. I got to sell some cars tomorrow, baby. New month.
Okay. You know, when he gets paid though, in the Capitol Heights area.
I'm turning over a new leaf, baby. I'm going back to my
You
pit.
only bought one cup?
And your cup over there, you ain't grabbed it.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Capitol Heights area.
In Capitol Heights area, and if you're around about 9 to 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, we'll be looking up.
Switching up. I'm charging them suck my dick.
And if you're around about
It's a new day,
9
nigga.
to 10 o'clock on a Sunday night.
You have any musical?
Like I tell all the guests that come on the show. Oh, she pulled up too. Oh shit. I ain't got my knife. I ain't got my stab vest. Oh shit. Hey y'all, it might be going down. We got a guest in studio, lady. Internet just pulled up. It's about to get wild. If I'm not back on the air when it comes to video, y'all know, call somebody. She done did something to me. Oh shit. We done had our first pull up. We talking about the music of life.
Wait, they talking about you because y'all said, oh shit,
You didn't even let me finish before you already hopped in the car. I saw the door open. I was like, what the fuck? Oh man.
I gotta follow the ball. I gotta follow the ball. That's like a year. I gotta follow the ball. Oh, but I just have to fucking see that. I gotta follow the ball. If the good man, I'm gonna be moving Facebook and it's gonna be on Roku and Fox. And we gotta get the crowd problem. But I was at a party right like a house. That's why I told them to make it. I didn't know. She called him my vibe radio family. And I was at the door. And then I didn't know what type of party it was going to be. And then I saw the stripper song. I was like, okay. But it wasn't. But the stripper was cool until I saw the stripper with the no legs coming in. Nah. Yeah.
Everybody in that group.
Yeah. Yeah, 5,000 strong. No, his group was almost like 2,000. Yeah.
So these people right now,
All right, I'm about to bring you back.
all right, let me go. I'm gonna text y'all some questions.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, so we gotta behave now because Lady Antoinette just pulled up on us while the video was playing. And she told us that, we were supposed to be asking artists questions, not talking about midget strippers and stuff like that.
And it's a diverse show. We cover all different types of topics,
Dog, he's
man.
outside the door. I'm not trying to get pulled up on again.
Yeah, I saw the door open. I was like, oh
Oh,
shit,
shit.
they got us.
They got it. We caught. So, let's have a real question. Give us your Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
We talking about art because I like to for some reason for me I got a blend. So are we doing groups or we doing like artists?
Whichever one you want to do. You can do both. I mean, it's your interview.
As far as for me and who created me, I would say M, Royce 5'9", Cannabis, DMX of course, bless him. Jay-Z, Biggie, Naughty by Nature, Crucial Conflict.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I wasn't a big fan of Crucial Conflict.
I was a fan of that one song.
So I was not a fan of Crucial Conflict.
Man, you gotta cop that first album. That first album was fire, man. I grew up to that. I grew up that whole album.
I heard Hey, that was the only one I ever listened to. I ain't listened to nothing. That was my joint right there.
To show that you on the ground. That shit's fire. What? That shit's hot, man.
What continue on?
All right, Crucial Conflict, and I think Arrested Development. Let me give you one more. Arrested Development.
Yo, speaking to dope lyricist.
It's the lyricist, and then he made you feel. Oh, I'm tripping. Number one of all time, Tribe Called Quest. Number one.
Definitely.
Number one. I'm tripping. I think that'll be all. This is more of a mixture of like hip hop, but then like that conscious hip hop also. So I think as far as like hip hop, I think the rest of Tribe Called Quest is like the mother of hip hop. Like, without them, there would be no Kanye, there'd be no.
I wouldn't go far as saying the mother of hip hop, but they are a very influential group.
We've had this talk, you know, right?
Hey, the low end theory.
I mean, I'm a Tribe fan, but as far as the group that, to me, when I'm older, that made one of the biggest impacts of this is Public Enemy. Because Public Enemy is one of the first, like, Ice Cube broke it down. He was like the most influential people in hip hop. And Public Enemy was number one. I was like, wow, I love Pump. But he was like, there are people that can make you party, but Public Enemy is one of the very few groups that make motherfuckers will protest in the streets. They will have people riot in the streets. They will have people, like, Public Enemy tell you to do something, motherfuckers did it.
So let me ask you something. Is the fact that what does the fact that them making people want to go out in the streets have to do with the fact that their music was quality? As far as quality, are we talking about the fact that there's
quality? I mean,
or are we talking about the fact that they
Public Enemy music was
The fact that you can start a movement. The fact that you can get people off of your off of your words and your influence to actually get out and be active is a powerful statement on people feeling what you say, understanding what you say, and actually want to move on what you're saying. And you can ask any of these artists out here now, they wouldn't march to the food stamp office for some of these motherfuckers.
But here's the thing: if there's no Public Enemy, there's no Tribe Called Quest. Because Public Enemy started a movement of people learning about Afrosexuality, people actually learning that you can be different and not be a Christian and be a Muslim and do different things in that era of hip hop. And their movement is such a powerful movement.
I'm not saying that they weren't. I do agree with everything that you're saying, but it's just in my case, as far as being the best. Again, it all depends on what you're looking for with the music.
But here's the thing: your list is your list because it's your list. And I just like debating back and forth.
I got you. No doubt.
I'm not trying to change you to put Public Enemy in. My goal is not to make you put Public Enemy in. I just explain in my view how I look at it.
Exactly.
In two different eyes are going to see two different things.
Exactly. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Lady Antoinette said her joint was Wu-Tang. And
I like Wu-Tang too.
Wu-Tang is a very...
I am not surprised. She probably got some nunchucks when she pulled up with this name.
Yeah. Wu-Tang is very powerful. You know what though? I love Wu-Tang, but I didn't realize how powerful Wu-Tang was until you start to see these motherfuckers go overseas.
Oh boy. Oh, they love them overseas, man.
If you watch one of those films and they show you like when they go to like Japan and China and people, them motherfuckers speak no English but no Wu-Tang songs. Yes!
Everything. Word by word.
I recorded that series and still never watched it yet.
What's the nigga like? No English. Wu-Tang, come on. Shame on the nigga. Oh. You know, but they will quote Wu-Tang and Wu-Tang really that big? Like I knew they were big, but you know, they are certified loved over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just crazy.
Yeah, I recorded that series on Showtime. I still ain't watched it yet though.
Which one?
The Wu-Tang documentary has like a 5-part series on the
Oh
Wu-Tang.
yeah.
I still ain't got a chance to watch
Definitely
it.
check that out.
Yeah.
You got a question, CP3, a real question, because you know Lady Internet is watching.
All right.
And by the way, Lady Internet, the song we're going to play from this gentleman, Flex 360, is actually called Sex. So,
don't turn around again. We be all right.
So, you know, that's not our fault. He sent the song. Anyway, go ahead.
You mentioned your Mount Rushmore of hip hop and rap. What is the influence that you want to leave on the rap game that you would that what part wants to like have someone inspired to become a rapper because they hear your lyrics? What do you feel that you can do with your career to get to that point of your career where you can influence someone else?
Actually, the first thing I want to do with music is I just want to go ahead. I want to go ahead and give people that feeling again. I feel like there's certain artists out there that can give you that, but the feeling that I'm trying to bring back into this like hip hop is gonna be something different. I would say imagine like Kanye West with a better flow, a more conscious rap. That's pretty much it. I just wanna make people feel again. Like you know what I mean? Like when you hear songs, you're like, man, that's what I'm talking about. You rarely hear that. I'm not saying that it's not out because there are some songs that did art, but you don't hear it as much as we used to. Like it used to be packed. Like now you really don't hear a lot of it, and I feel like that's what I can bring. And as far as the message that I want to bring, I want to bring a message to the youth out there. As far as like you don't need to like be in the streets. You don't need to, be violent or sell drugs in order to be successful. You don't have to. Like you can actually be smart, go to school, or you don't even have to. Like nowadays, you can educate yourself. Like YouTube and all this other stuff, like they've actually ruined it for school. So if you really want, now granted, you have to go to school because there's a certification that you have to have for certain spots. But if you want to learn a trade, whatever have you, like nowadays, like these kids can really teach themselves and they can really get their lives together without having to resort to like the streets, selling drugs or whatever have you. And three, I want to show people that you can make good music without killing anybody.
Cool. So, name an album that had an impact on your life. Every now and then we have real questions. And then we go back to
To the midget strippers.
They go like the midget strippers and like that.
It's a good segue. It's a good segue, man.
So as far as the best albums, I mean, it was a couple one. DMX had like his first like 4 hours is fire. But I would say my all-time favorite is Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt is like number one.
Cannot argue with that logic.
Reasonable Doubt. Motherfuckers can't rhyme no more about crime no more. So
Yeah.
Hearing that
Hold on,
album,
that wasn't no reason for that.
it sure was. No, that was Life and Time.
That was my life and time.
Life and Time.
That's
Sorry,
a million and one.
Sorry. That listen, his first. I'm not saying Jay-Z's bad now, okay? But I'm just saying like the first 3 albums that he had, like really molded. Like I used to sound like him completely. So
I'm a Jay-Z fan, and the first 3 albums were influential on my life also for different reasons than yours. But
You so
we're not talking about me. We're talking about our guests right now. So I can definitely feel you on that because yeah, some of those lyrics, it's like that. That's what I hate to say I compare most rappers to because that's a high bar. But when you can paint a picture with your lyrics, to me that shows how great you are. And some folks couldn't paint themselves in a number by color book and shit. Some of these artists, but they go platinum and shit because the mindless folks just choose to listen to it. But it's good to hear that you have some of the old school foundation of hip hop. Being of the younger generation, because I feel like you can't excel in the industry in the future if you don't know where it came from in the past.
So what questions do you have?
Let's see. That was a good question I just asked before. I gotta dig deep. I got some drinks in me now.
You're not T-Pain it. No, I'm sorry, Jamie Foxx it.
Hey man.
Blame it on the album.
No, I'm not. Do you have any videos in the process or in the works for any other tracks that you're putting together? Because I do play Gunman number 2 for videos if need be.
He's Gunman number 2 with the Renegade Video money.
gotcha.
I'm looking for more work, dog.
I got you. So I just had a party. This was about, I think it was last week Saturday. I threw a party for this video that I had. So the sex. So the sex video should be coming out by the end of May. That song is pretty much it's going to be coming out on World Star Hip Hop, DMV Life. Check those out. It's going to be the bomb. Basically, let me just tell you. So this song is basically a remake of the Flex Time to Have Sex. So I redid that song and just made it like a 2021 thing. So that's pretty much it. So that video was done last Saturday. There's a lot of women, a lot of alcohol. We was having a whole lot of fun.
Why we having on? Why do we have him on 2
Went
weeks
out over
ago?
there.
Well,
Why couldn't we have you on 2 weeks ago and we could have maybe made that video?
I mean, he knows my information. He could have hit me up.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you know, I'm
could've
trying to
said,
get.
Swamp, man.
Could have said
Swamp.
something.
I was so swamped.
I'd have grabbed some food, threw some food on the grill. You know, we didn't have
Oh,
stuff.
I know, that was jerk chicken now. That was jerk chicken.
I'm trying to put my meat in their mouth, man.
Rice out beans.
I'm trying to put my meat in their mouth, not
Now,
somebody else.
now, you lucky the lady internet left. She talked about throwing a party. You had jerk chicken there, rice and peas. Yeah, she might have hurt you for that.
Yeah, she might have cut you on that one.
Yeah, you know, she likes Caribbean food.
I'm
And she
gonna
likes
do it
Caribbean food. Yeah, clear that up right quick.
I'm gonna do it again, I guarantee you.
No, yo, you see she pulls up. Don't put it out there and then we don't get no invite.
I
And then,
guarantee you get your invite. I guarantee you. And listen, all my shoots, everything is about partying, real partying. And what I mean, please understand what I mean by real party. I don't mean sitting down with your phone, yo, this party's vicious, or being on the wall. I'm talking about my parties are no chairs. And when I have a chair, you get out. There are no chairs there. It's nothing but freaking partying, dancing.
No, you can't.
Taking it back to how it used to be.
You can't have that pause in between freaking and partying. I always thought you was talking about something else.
Fucking is something different.
No, you said freaking. See, I heard freaking and then you paused. I was like, okay, I might need to make that next event. Then you said freaking party, and I'm like, oh, okay. I like the party too, but yeah, sometimes you gotta sit down, dog. I'm old now.
I mean, I wanted it to go back to where you come into a party, you come out, you sweat. I am so disgusted. I am so disgusted. And this is just me. I've been to a lot of parties. Good parties. Times were good. We used to party, sweat all over. Like, woo, that was nice. Now you go to a party, everybody's on the wall. Like, and that's not a party. That is a get together. That is a get together. So it's false advertising. Like, if this is a party, this is gonna be a party. You're gonna get down. You're gonna have a good time. If you wanna have a seat, go outside. Go outside. Inside is for freaking home. That's what I want to do. For the next one, I guarantee you, it will be off the chain. Same thing. Same as the last one. Ended at 12 o'clock. It ended kind of early because there's a lot of drinking, a lot of alcohol, and a lot of things that were going on. But I guarantee you, this one will be nice. I guarantee you.
a lot of things, what type of things?
I'm telling you, it was a fun time. Like I said, there's no chairs. Everybody's freaking.
CP3, you got any dance moves left?
Nah, I got some freak moves left, but I ain't got no dance. Yeah. Dance floor, no. Bedroom, yeah. Come on, let's go.
What is your dream collaboration?
My dream collaboration. I would say, man. Of course, I would say Q-Tip. Might be a dream collaboration. Q-Tip, Eminem, Royce, 5'9", say J. Cole. One that I really good is Joyner Lucas. Great. Awesome. That's it.
Okay. CP3, got a question?
Let's see. Do you see your music career branching off in anything else, or so what other aspirations do you have besides music?
Yes, this is just a starter offer. So I know that it's gonna branch off to more stuff. As far as now, music is happening, but I eventually know that a TV show is going to happen. I feel like TV shows nowadays are the truth. I feel like we, back in the day, we had quality. Cosby Show, Different World, Parkers, whatever.
Parkers was dark.
I was about to say, yeah, you was good. You was good.
You was good.
You was good until you hit the Parkers.
Parkers
Nah,
was
bro,
dark.
the Parkers was some trash.
Word. Yeah. Hot dog.
So Park, okay, well that's one. And listen, so some people beg to differ, but I'll say the Parkers. What else? I say we already got Cosby Show, Different World. What else? What else? Sister. I'm just tossing it out there. Sister.
I had to take the sister over the park.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
else? What else? There was more of an option. Now there's nothing. And then I would say the only memorable, something like 3 shows. In fact, I would say 2 shows. I say Blackish, Brownish. That's it.
Blackish is entertaining.
Yeah, but there's only 2. Like before, we had like at least 8, 9. Like this is ridiculous.
Well, I mean,
it's terrible.
If you see the trend of the way things are going, and unfortunately the black community doesn't notice it, but like you say, the positive shows that show minorities in a positive light, aspiring to be, aspiring to chase the so-called American dream and be successful at it. And now you only have shows with guys coming up selling drugs and killing each other and shit like that.
It's not even that. So this is what happened. Mm-hmm. So the black shows have turned to reality shows.
Yeah, that's
and it's reality shows that put us in a very negative light. You have Love and Hip Hop where there's no love in hip hop. You have Basketball Wives.
I never watched one episode.
And there's no half the people ain't even wives. They're side chicks and girlfriends. But when you see it, it gives you the stigma of that black women and black men can't coexist and black women can't get along. And they put that out there, making these people stars versus showing the positive stuff. So I love the Different World. I never went to college.
I still watch a Different World.
But I love the Different World because of what it represented, what it made you want to go to college.
Exactly. It made me
want to go for HBT.
And they talked about relevant issues too. They talked about rape. They talked about HIV. They talked about racism. They talked about it all. Yeah.
And it was a real show. And people they argued, they fought, and they loved. And it showed you all the stages. It didn't show you just the good. It showed you everything as a college person would experience.
And it made your kids want to watch it and go to college too. Now, if you see all this fighting that's going on, what do they see? Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing.
They emulate.
Go out there, do all the same stuff.
So when we see Love and Hip Hop, when we see Black Ink, and don't get me wrong, I like those shows. But at the same time, I dislike the message that these shows send because they show the fighting, they show us being ignorant, they show us not being on the same level business-wise, which is not true. Like 90% of the shit we use on a daily basis is created by a black man and black people, and we don't even get credit for it. You ask a kid today who is Garrett Morgan.
They don't know what you're talking about.
But they sit at a traffic light and they think a white guy did it.
Wasn't that the dude that was on Saturday Night Live?
You know what I'm saying?
That's I'm telling you, I promise you, before my time is up, I will change this. I guarantee. You'll say I stood here and told you this. I will change that.
Bro, I'm glad to hear you say that because I've been having that same thing. And it's kind of cool, like I say, not trying to knock you for being young, but some of the things that you're saying, me and 151 had the same conversation about Different World, Cosby Show, and how the shows are, catered towards violence and negativity as opposed to positivity. So it's enlightening to hear that you have that perspective, man. We haven't heard that from many artists that's come through here.
I mean, definitely. There's
It's enlightening to hear that you have that perspective, man.
Okay, Lady Antoinette just asked you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. There are more black shows streaming on streaming platforms now with the different options now that they don't have to go to mainstream networks to get their product out there. And that's true. I have the apps, but I don't really have time to watch them.
In many shows, and she did point out, many shows don't have to pop it back. And that's true because they don't want to back a positive black show.
Yeah.
Because the last time they backed a positive black show, he almost bought the whole network and then they put him in jail.
Yeah. Yeah. It's facts.
He almost bought the whole network. Like,
Because the last time
so they don't really want to do that. You know, there was a time when the Cosby Show dominated so much on Thursday nights you couldn't put. Like, here's a fun fact that people don't realize. I love Married with Children. The original name of Married with Children was called Not the Cosby.
Really?
Dominated so much on Thursday night.
Really?
Married with Children was created to be an anti-Cosby show.
I love Married with Children.
Yes.
The original name of Married
I mean, I can see where that comes from.
But the original name of it, they was called Not the Cosby because they are, and Al Bundy is everything Bill Cosby is not when you look at the show.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Al Bundy,
He hate his
man.
wife. He hate his kids.
Al Bundy was a classic, man. I miss it. Him and my dad used to watch Married with Children all the time. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, and it is. However, it was done to basically mock a great black show.
And it is. However,
Most people don't realize that. I don't even know that.
I never looked at it like I never
But-
thought about it that way.
I didn't think about it like that way, but this is what they came out and they actually said. Like during one of the reunion talks, whatever, they was like, yeah, the original name of Married with Children was called Not the Cosby.
But see, the funny thing is, when you do stuff in that mindset, it actually backfires on you because basically it showed us what redneck and hillbilly white motherfuckers was doing, as opposed to downgrading what black folks were trying to show
But the thing about
positivity.
that is, though,
It gave us a spotlight into their life and the stuff that they
but
go
one
through.
of the stupid things that Married with Children did, I'm going to say stupid, but one of the things that Married with Children did unintentional was make Oprah super popular.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, he did talk about Oprah.
Because she always talked about Oprah this, Oprah that.
Yes, she did.
And then white people
Started watching.
watching Oprah.
I mean, like I say, it was a. I mean, being on Fox back in the day, you know, it was gonna be some shock stuff,
But
and that joint was
however,
hilarious.
too, now, and to bring up the dollar back to what Lady Antoinette was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another streaming platform called All Black, I think, or All BCK, LLD. It's almost like Netflix, but it's like a lot of the people who you see that do skits on YouTube and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an all black network type thing. It's like $4.99. You can even download it.
Oh, we need to holler at them. Put some content on that.
But they have shows on there. So like she's saying, it's going to streaming platform. Speaking of that, at the bar is we'll be going to a streaming platform pretty soon.
Yeah, that was kind of a segue to let you guys know that we've, been having our issues with certain social media platforms, and we told you we were going to find a way to get around that. So, yeah, stay tuned. We have some breaking news coming on a whole bunch of different fronts, but yeah, certain platforms we're getting ready to say bye-bye to because just of the complicated relationship we have right now. I'm not naming no names because I don't want no problems before we roll.
When we roll, meaning everybody.
Bruh.
Social Security name.
Bruh, I might pull a pistol out that show. That last show before we made the move, boy, I tell you, I want to catch you in the street. You know who I'm talking to. I ain't naming no names.
So there are alternatives. Actually, Dame Dash has his own network too. So there are alternatives, and I think we're going back. Like one of the biggest mistakes to me was when Bob Johnson sold BET. Salute to my homegirl, Dreamcatcher. Thank you for supporting Lady Down. But when Bob Johnson sold BET, I get the move he made because it was a business decision. But when we stopped owning black entertainment television, it sort of left us because we stopped controlling the narrative. Because now instead of black, so now VH1, because I'm old and I'm cool with that. I got gray hair, but your baby mama and your mama like it. Pick one.
You like to rub my bald head.
But so VH1 back in the day did not play anything hip hop related. So it really bothers me when a soft VH1 was soft rock. It only played like every now and then you'll see a Prince or a Tony Braxton or a Michael Jackson video maybe once out the week. Used to growing up on there, but then so they slid hip hop to thinking VH1 was our friend when they stopped playing this, like all the video music stations stopped playing many videos. So they slid it in with hip hop honors. How the fuck do we not have hip hop honors on BET but on VH1?
Because VH1 plays more music than BET does now.
No, because VH1, like they wanted to take the black audience away, even though they're owned by Viacom. They still wanted to take the black audience away from BET.
That's a good question though. Why doesn't BET play any hip hop? I don't see anything. The Hip Hop Awards come on BET, but that's about it. Like they don't have like the. Don't you know how? What was that? 106 and Park.
106 and Park.
Those other shows that they had on BET that no longer exist anymore. In fact, if anything, VH1 has.
Yeah, why
Because
is
they
it?
want to take the audience.
Well, you have VH1 sold now.
How do we have Love and Hip Hop on VH1?
Absolutely.
Because VH1 has diversified. They have a VH1 Soul channel. They have a VH1
They're the
R&B
same
channel.
company.
They're the same company.
It's purposely done.
It's about money.
Purposely done. No, it's purposely done. Not even about money. It's purposely done to make BET to look like the inferior network.
Well, they
BET at one time was the #2 video network under MTV.
yeah, but like you said,
Viacom owns all three. They purposely put money behind what goes on VH1 versus than what goes on the BET.
Yeah.
When is the last time you've seen original programming on BET really being talked about?
I haven't watched BET in over 20 years. Bro.
Absolutely. Which is weird. I'm like, and you're right. I don't know.
I mean, they do have some stuff I think with Tyler Perry, but
Nah.
That don't count. Exactly.
except for, I can't really get with it because he downgrades black men too much. He's almost like a white guy in blackface in a dress.
Exactly. He sold his soul to the devil to make money. Simple as that.
I said it, damn it, and I don't regret it.
Yeah, he makes money off of stereotypes.
You know.
And then we'll talk
if
about
you're a
these
dark
fight
skinned black
races.
man, you're never Tyler Perry. If you're a light skinned black guy though, you can be Tyler Perry.
I know we're gonna have the backlash for he just opened a studio up and he's employing black actors now. Yeah, after he done made over $100 million off of them bullshit plays and shows that y'all been watching that stereotyping us, and then you wonder why white folks think it's about that shit.
Let's say like this: there are good dark skinned black guys, and there are terrible light skinned guys.
I know plenty of sorry red motherfuckers.
You know, Christopher Williams had Halle Berry, and he beat her to death. So hey, he's light skinned.
He was the reason I didn't get Halle. She was a pretty motherfucker. She should have been mine. Y'all know that, right?
I ain't gonna lie though, when New Jack City came out, all the dark skinned niggas, when he got stabbed in the cancer. Yes!
They all stood up and cheered in the motherfucking thing. Like, get that nigga! Stab him again!
Oh, pretty motherfucker. You just walk past a light skinned dude like, you pretty motherfucker, you make scared for no reason.
Red niggas are funny, man. I ain't even gonna fake.
Red niggas, man.
And I'm light brown for anybody trying to say I'm red, you know. I'm light brown, goddammit.
You said it, say it with your chest out.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I get accused of that a lot. I've been in the sun today, so I'm back light brown.
Oh my god. I'm gonna play a video Dojo and then we're gonna come back to my favorite part of the show.
Alright.
We're gonna play Dojo. So the video has done pretty well. It's done well enough that they have a commercial at the beginning of it.
Motherfuckers.
We're gonna play Dojo. So the video has done pretty well.
I found myself being a young father, and I was trying to get fast money to be able to support, take care of my family. I ended up going to prison in 1988. I've been out here in the society 30-some years. And being out here, I felt that I deserved a second chance.
Exactly. I deserve a second chance too.
He's about to say something about
Virginia, if you were felons, you never voted for yesterday. This was remnants of Jim Crow, and it needed to end.
She can't hear.
Why the decision to overturn something
See,
that's
that's
been in
wrong.
place
See,
in your state since
light brown niggas
You
matter.
have served your time. You paid your debt to society. This was the right thing to do.
Having a second chance, it just makes me feel a self-worth that I have been missing for so long, for 30-some years. To be able to vote now means that I'm voting on things in the future. Better schools, better education for the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Did you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their body at any given time? It's crazy, right?
They got poop commercials,
It's in
son.
there.
They got
Any
poop
wonder
commercials.
if that colon disease is on the toxic waste just sitting inside your body? This waste contains chemicals that your body rejects. Due to certain issues like constipation, you couldn't flush it all out. So if you're feeling sluggish, floated around the waist, or even just plain backed up, then give Zupu a try for 14 days. It will clean you out, guaranteed. Click through to read the hilarious reviews about how consistently effective Zupu truly is. It contains the perfect dosages of all natural ingredients that will get things moving and flush out that extra waste you're carrying around. You'll feel amazing when it's
I
out.
can't fast forward this joint right here.
As this toxic waste buildup, the body becomes a walking vessel of fecal toxicity. Once it
Fecal
happens, you begin to experience
toxicity.
excess
Those are two
fatigue,
words I don't want to
weight
ever
gain,
hear.
digestive issues
Fecal
like IBS,
toxicity.
leaky gut syndrome, constipation, and diarrhea, skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, and acne, brain fog,
Damn,
focus
dog.
and attention issues,
I don't need to know all this.
anxiety, depression, and that's
I'm
just
trying
the
to
beginning.
watch a video.
It's
Shit.
embarrassing to talk about your poop, but it has a huge impact on your health, and it's something that you have to understand if you want to look and feel your best. It might come as a shock, but your digestive system impacts the health of your entire body, and understanding the health
How
of
long
your
is this
digestive
fucker?
system begins with understanding your poop. If you're not producing well-formed stools after each
He
meal,
knows a little bit
then
too
you're
much
most
about
likely
poop,
suffering
me,
from
dog.
toxins built up inside your digestive system.
He don't look like a doctor.
Causing all of your health concerns. New research suggests that most people have up to 8 undigested meals in their gut at any given moment, or possibly even more. This undigested food
Stereo I
is
eat
secretly putting a
still in
huge
my
strain on
system.
your digestive system, immune system, and overall health and well-being. Its quality of modern food has deteriorated with the invention
It's like you about to
of
pull a
unnatural, hard
porno?
to digest, heavily processed artificial flavors, preservatives, sweeteners, and GMOs. We're unknowingly putting a
But I
massive
don't know,
strain
man,
on
but
our
I just
digestive
turned this shit
system
off.
that's leading up to an epidemic of illness.
Well, motherfucker, SDD commercial go
Kill
on. Kill the mood like a bug. Kill the mood like a bug.
toxins that destroy the
they about to put the point on.
bacteria in the gut.
And then the STD commercial happens.
Are you experiencing some burning sensation when you urinate?
Your digestive system becomes compromised, leading to dozens of serious health concerns. If you suffer from digestive issues,
on, man.
constipation, weight gain, gas, bloating, indigestion, skin issues, fatigue, or a slew of other health issues, your bad gut may be slowly and secretly killing you. At this very moment, you may have up to 20 pounds of poop trapped inside your digestive
20
system,
pounds of
aiming to destroy your precious health. That's why doctors now believe supporting intestinal health and restoring the integrity of the digestive system is one of the most important goals of medicine in the next 10 years, and for good reason. In fact, death begins in the cold. If you're feeling sluggish, bloated around the waist, or even just plain backed up, and you're ready to flush out that extra 5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop, you can get Zupo a try for 14 days. It will clean you out, guaranteed. Click to the link with hilarious reviews about consistently effective Zupo cleaning. It takes the perfect dosage of all the ingredients. You can flush out that extra waste carefully.
You want a quick video fade away.
Hell no.
10,000 plays on YouTube, by the way. Flex 360. Don't jump! I want to hit a nigga right to my head. It's a song. I will her ass though. She talking about she touched me in front of her. What about you, CP3?
That don't happen.
I'm training night and day. Y'all better know my name.
What's my name? I am Black Miyagi.
I know what you want. Why? I put you beach. Position your hands. Nah. You hit.
Yeah, how could you miss? Nigga, you bigger than me. You bigger than me. Get you the nerve sweet and make you some cake. Yeah, and make no mistakes.
The nigga, how can you miss? You bigger than me. Want a beer? That's like you got a hell of a ride. You got some and you were talking to him about the album, none of that.
Tell you why I
We just did the deal for money. You got to reach it back on Spotify and stuff like that. With the music, they pay their bills. They got taken out. Yeah, we had over 500,000 million. We got to pay it back. Every now. Yeah, every now.
Ain't no one to blame them training.
Black Mr. Miyagi. I like that. I like that. Let's say you got the glasses on.
Had to let the glasses on. Had to switch it up a little bit.
Get
Got some new shades, man, you know.
Think he a professional hitman.
Yeah, I got my hater blockers on there. Just ready for y'all fools there. I just want to throw y'all a different look, you know, new on-air persona. This is Carol Portier coming to you live.
Oh, Lord.
You about to get a whole new mixture, a whole new different things up here, baby.
Lady Antoinette, come back to the show real quick,
Nah,
please.
she home by now, so she can't pull up because she already back at the house, so I'm safe now. Oh, baby.
So now we're at my favorite part of the show. Cal 48.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the favorite part of the show?
The favorite part of the At the Bar Radio Sunday night show is Bars at the Bar.
So we don't care if it's written. We don't care if it's a freestyle. We just want to hear some bars.
bars?
I'm not spitting nothing tonight.
I'm retired. Yeah. Yeah, that's the favorite part.
Favorite part of the job?
Yes.
Written.
Okay.
We don't care
Let's go.
if it's a freestyle.
You put me on the spot. Okay, let's see what I can do for you. What I can do. Let me see. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that my cerebral is just as large as a shack size. No one's equal to this. I'm so positive, math-wise. Television, you're deaf. Having him swallow his man pride. These are meteor showers. Thunder would follow with bad skies. You're sleeping with clips. Nothing but hollows and bag ties. Your kids in the crib. Hollering, mommy, the dad died. She say that she did, nigga. Your mommy's a damn lie. You was screaming and pleading. There was no honor in that guy. I have to embarrass him. The rap game's on Xbox. I'm known as the secret cheating character. He will bury you 6 feet deep in your burial. I speak imperial, too strong for the weak and barrier. Niggas compare me to wicked, sick shit and venereals. I'm the coronavirus times 6 different malarias. Stretch Armstrong with a song breaking these barriers. Teflon Don with a cigar, drinking imperial. Fact. I'm Dr. Doom, I'm just not wearing the mask. Suck oxygen out the room and watch the area go flat. Binoculars got the zoom without the aerial map. I pop you like a balloon and watch a cranial crack.
Nice, nice, nice. I like that. He spit hot fire.
That line, spit hot fire.
Spit hot fire.
Spit hot fire and lava. My flow is so fucking disgusting it reminds you of shower. I'm lyrically sharper. My presence is honored and passions no longer cash to me. I'm calling it karma. You get it, I'll leave it, and it's back to me. I'm receiving it stronger with a couple of toy trucks, but I ain't talking about Tonkas. I'm a solemn threat. I'm a problem to all the vets, because they know I'm the only one who can spit and make water sweat.
Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Got to be on the lookout. Okay, I like that. I like that. That was some nice nice spit right there.
Thank you, sir.
Got any questions? Got any questions, CPIII?
Like you say, it's gonna be unscripted, written or whatever. If that was a freestyle, listen to the track that we just your video that got over 10,000 views. Congrats on that. So which brand of rap would you prefer? Battle rap, freestyle rap, or the laid back rap like with your track laid back in the studio flow?
So I come from both worlds. 360 pretty much means that I can produce, I make beats, I battle rap, I know how to make a song. So if I had to choose one, I'm not a battle rapper anymore, but I would say more music, only because I like the feeling that you can get from it. There's certain songs that I've had, I'm like, that shit hits. That shit hits. So my freestyles are great too. Actually, I just had a freestyle that went viral. And Jada Kiss commented on it. He was like, that was hot. Because he actually wanted me to rap for him. I was like, I'm gonna do a track you got. And I rapped over it. I body bitch. It was actually on World Star Hip Hop, and it went viral with 300,000 views.
Nice.
Yeah. But I mean, the freestyles I would say is for like you guys. As far as some people don't want to party all the time, some people don't want to like hear that kind of music. So I always make sure that I'll like put out like 2 party songs and then like good one. Like for hip hop artists or for the hip hop heads.
No doubt, no doubt.
How did you come with the concept of dojo?
The dojo. So the dojo is pretty much what I do as far as when I write music. I used to hang with 3 of my homies, and we used to just like sit down and we would just rap. And I've actually been doing that since 6th grade. Literally, like every day, I would get with my homies, have a seat, and just write and rap all day long. So when I grew up, I just said, you know what? Why don't we just turn this into something that's more concrete? So I was like, listen, let's go ahead and push this out. So actually, what happens is, what I've been doing is I actually have a class. It's where me and a group of artists will get together and we'll rap, and everybody in the room will critique it as far as, and it could be anything. It could be a song, it could be a verse, anything. We'll critique it like, you know what, your wordplay was kind of off, or your breathing was off. And one thing I said, in this thing that we have here, we don't lie. Don't lie to each other at all. Granted, it's our opinion, but again, just because I had that opinion, somebody else might have it too also. The worst thing that you can say is, I ain't trying to hear that. That is stubbornness. I hate stubbornness. That is basically saying I'm unwilling to grow. Because everybody's opinion could matter at some point. So that's pretty much how it is. So we'll get together, we'll rap, and we'll critique each other as far as how the flow is, how a song is, what they can do, how they can improve on. That's pretty much how that is.
Okay, all right.
They know.
We about to play set.
Yes.
So when you made your song, did you go home and smash your girl right afterwards?
Nah. So basically, I just like to fill in the gaps in hip hop. Like, you don't hear a lot of like reggae hip hop. Actually, barely. So it's like, okay, well, listen. Since the younger generation hasn't heard this song before, let's flip it around, do it our way, and make it a party song. Since I hate to see people just walk around and not party. So that's how it came to be.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
Girl, I've been waiting for this moment and this time. You know, girl,
Let's go. Let's hear it.
they call me Mr. Not five on the gate. He was satisfied.
CP3, what's your thoughts?
It reminds me of the old with the old beat and
You wanna go find a girl you have sex with now?
I've been trying to find that for a little while. That's another story. But definitely had a good vibe to it, a good flow to it. And for the old heads like myself, like I said, they have, hear the track, and it'd be interested to see because they have flashbacks of when it first came out and they was grinding on the dance floor of that joint. So yeah, I think it's a nice track. I think it's a good summertime feel, especially you say you about to drop the video at the end of May, right before the summer. I think that'd be a good idea, man. It's got a nice summertime feel to it.
I like the joint. I grew up on that shit. Flags, time to have flags. I was a joint. Good filter, good filter. Lyrics did it right, so I think
It set the mood right.
Oh yeah.
You put that joint on, you already know what it is.
Yeah, you like that type of music.
Yeah, get to the point. So you let them know, because you ain't got time for games, man. If we both grown. We
You
gonna
type
do
of
it.
dude when you driving a girl home, you put on. This don't matter, just don't bite it.
Nah, that's not my style. I throw on some UGK. Nah. See, Pimp C, he puts it down, but he puts it down in a way that's not, slob on my knob. Nah, I ain't gonna say disrespectful. He will give it
A
to
nigga named
you.
Pimp C is not disrespectful.
I didn't say disrespectful. He says some things that might be considered disrespectful to certain folks. But my man Chad, rest in peace. He put things a certain way, and then when the female she vibing to it and she don't have no objections to it, then that's already a green light to say, okay, maybe I can get somewhere tonight. Then you start suggesting
Maybe
things.
the next gonna stab you.
She knows she done listened to some UGK before.
Can you give me 5 do's and 5 don'ts of the industry?
5 do's and 5 don'ts.
Yep. We actually see you thought it was all fun and games. We actually do have
we have real questions
No,
sometimes.
it's all good. I'm trying to figure it out as far as because there's so many. But some things that apply to me may not apply to certain artists. So
it don't matter. These are your 5 do's and don'ts.
First thing is, in order for you to do this music right, you need money. Doesn't matter regardless, you need money or somebody who has it. Anybody who thinks that they can get this done with, them being in a closet, I'm not saying that you should try. Go ahead, try. That's fine. But the odds of it coming out are very low.
It costs over 100 G's to break a record.
Very true. Very true.
And understand, when Rick Ross got signed, Every Day I'm Hustling was like 2-3 years old. And so you have to be able to invest in yourself. By investing in yourself does not mean a pair of fucking Jordans.
You cheat, you are wasting your time. I tell people that all the time. Listen, you're wasting your time. You're gonna half-ass it, you're wasting your time. I've been doing this for so long. You're wasting your time. If you're not really investing, if you're not sacrificing money, or you find somebody who's willing to do that for you, all right, do it. But if you're not putting in money, sacrificing, you're wasting your time. I'm telling you real talk.
Podcasting in itself, this is podcast. It's not even. It's an investment.
No bullshit.
Absolutely.
From the computers to the lights to the wire to having to the mics.
Y'all don't understand.
All this shit's an investment.
It's not a game, dog.
It's fun, but it's an investment.
Definitely is.
And in order for me to take my podcast, I gotta invest in myself.
Well, you have to. If you don't, I've seen people again, then also too. I've named these rappers out here. Some of these rappers are trash, but they're making it far, and it's showing some people, oh, maybe I can too, and they're gonna reproduce the same trash, and maybe something that's even worse, thinking, okay, they can do it, I can too. Okay, they're lucky. They're one person out of a million. You're wasting your time. You gotta invest everything.
You get no argument from here, brother.
Okay, keep going.
Number 2, contracts. They lose a lot of money in contracts. A lot of money. Everything you do, as far as from video shoots to any kind of signing distribution or any kind of endorsements, from videos to models, whatever you're doing needs a contract, because I guarantee you, if it doesn't go right, or let's say it's not going in their favor, oh well, sorry. Whereas you need to be taking them to court. I hate court, but sometimes you have to.
Oh,
that's number 2.
Keep it low.
So those are the main 2 things. Invest in yourself. Traveling. You must travel. Connections are very big. So if you're traveling, if you're meeting new people, if you're getting contacts, that's always good. So I would say that'll be the fourth or the third. I don't know where I'm at. I don't even think
That was the third.
that was the third one. Are you?
I'm good at what I do. 151. I'm kind of good with numbers.
It's all good. It's all good, man. I would say that's it. I mean, for real, that's all I got. I mean, those are the main things that have burnt me over and over again.
So what did the dudes? That was the don'ts.
The dudes.
Yeah.
I'm good at what I do. That's it.
Don't limit yourself to one style. You're gonna do this. You should be open-minded as far as maybe you want to do beats, maybe you want to record, maybe you want to do acting. Whatever you can do to incorporate what you do, you do it. Then also, I mean, you just need money. You need a lot of money. So however you can generate it is great. So if you're generating, one big thing I'm gonna say to also, if you have a company, if you're doing hip hop, I'm just about to tell every artist out here, you have a company that will really save you the money that you're doing as far as like, you have a company, you can always file taxes on it. That's including the studio time, the clothing, the shoes. So they can go ahead and buy shoes all day. Tax write-off. That's if you have a company. You don't have a
But
company.
most people will buy a new chain before they buy an LLC.
Yeah, you need L's.
But I get what you're saying.
I literally spent over 60,000. No lie, within 3 years, and I was like, you know what? If I can use this as a tax write-off, I can reinvest that money where it belongs in me instead of it being a loss.
Exactly. One of the things and Absolute Renegade is Renegade he LLC see this shit.
But I get what you're saying.
And I thought that was like a genius move and stuff.
I'm in the process of doing my shit right now myself.
Like that took me the next big step.
Trying to tell
Right,
you.
and we make this jump.
All that cash is in the pocket. All of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, besides that,
One of the
that's
things
pretty much it.
and Absolute Renegade is Renegade LLC.
Cool.
And I thought that was like a genius.
I'm gonna play you a Renegade song.
Like definitely. That's gonna be the next
One of the ones he's been working on.
and then we make this jump.
And it's one of the ones that he actually got somebody else actually wanted to feature on it for him. Well, funny about Renegade is a lot of people like, and this happened to him. He made a dude once asked me for a verse for Renegade.
I'm gonna play you.
So we sent him the track and we sent him it, and then Renegade bodied it.
One of the ones he's been working on.
And he called me, he's like, damn, why did you tell me you was gonna kill that song like that? I said, well, you said you wanted the verse. He said, yeah.
He wanted to feature on it for him.
He never put the song.
The funny thing about Renegade is a lot of dudes like, and this happened to us.
Renegade put everybody on the song.
A dude once asked me for a verse for Renegade. So we sent
So no. So I don't have that song because we never put it out. So a lot of people be like, they act like they want to do features with him, then they don't.
kill that song like that. I say, well, you know,
And I'm sure that's happened to you before. People be like they want to feature with you, but then they really don't because you'll body them on their own song.
No, I mean, the features that I've done, they've actually put it out and they've generated okay. I mean, I guess, it's we're living in an age to where I guess, because it's, with me, it's a little hard not to buy. I'm not talking, and I'm not being cocky. It's kind of hard to go up against this. I've never touched a track that I did not slaughter. In fact, I'm going easy. It's not hard, but it's not about. I've let them know, like, it's not about me crushing it. It's about the song turning out good. As long as they can party to it. But if they tell me, yo, crush this. Don't get it.
I'm telling you, the dude begged for a feature, and when he bodied it, he never put the song. Stop taking my phone calls every day. And when the song comes, oh, yeah, we making it next week. He's like, yo, we gonna put the song out. Stop replying to text every day.
He should have just flipped it and put Renegade last, body the joint, put everybody else to sleep, joint have been over. Yeah.
First of all, with the song,
he never put the song out.
dealing with comic book stuff.
Stop taking my phone calls.
And here's the problem with that.
Yo, when the song coming?
There are people that know comic books, right? And then there's people like me.
Yo, we gonna put the song out.
When your uncle is like a nigga that lives comic books, from action figures to, I can tell you where they got their storyline. Like he actually read the comic books of where they got the Avengers storyline. Like he's actually read those original stories. So when you grew up in a household like that, and they tell you to use a comic book metaphor, he's like, nigga, I've been waiting all my life.
I can tell you where they got this.
He couldn't nothing but kill him.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, dog, even when I heard the verse, I had to rewind that shit.
Like, he's actually read those original stories. So, when you grew up in a house
like
that,
nigga, I was walking around just playing the verse to myself. I remember I took the verse to GOP called me nigga.
How many people were on?
Like 3? He still killed him. All 3. Machine.
Were they out here? Were there people, artists out here?
DC.
Like,
yeah,
nigga,
it is.
It happens.
How many people? Like 3? He still killed them. All 3.
Yeah. Were they out here? Were there
DC.
artists out here?
They in DC. But it is.
Hey, ladies, talk now. What you want to say?
Yes.
Jameson last night.
You know my heart was on set.
I think it's
And some white, my man. I don't know what the fuck he was. I don't know what the singer was. It tasted like Terramana, but he said it wasn't. What?
My man came back from New Mexico.
Oh, and you
From Mexico, but he only got me to
you get the kid.
he got some shit.
Pretty soon, you can go to Mexico and get that shit. Got that cup. I know some people that know some.
What up? Man, oh man.
That's a nice little chill track.
Nice little chill
Which track
joint.
was that again?
That joint,
We didn't
Way
play
Out.
it. Way out. Yeah, that joint's a nice little joint.
You got another artist to feature on that joint. I mean, it's like a nice little chill joint.
Yeah.
You know, you can't always be aggression all the damn
Yeah,
time.
sometimes you just gotta lay back and chill, fire the grill up, have a nice cold adult beverage in your hand, and just lay back and have a good time. And sometimes you gotta pistol whip a nigga and take his shit,
Yeah, that's like United.
Yeah, I mean, 10%, gotta have that balance. Gotta have that balance.
You got
So where can they find your music, Black?
I am on everything. I'm on Tidal. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iTunes. I'm on YouTube. I'm on every streaming platform that you can get your hands on. Or you can just go to Google and type in Flex with 3 X's. FLEXXX 360. My freestyles, my raps, my songs, right up. And then you can stay tuned to I would say around June 1st when the song Sex XSEX Sex comes out on World Star Hip Hop. You'll enjoy it, I guarantee you. There may be a disclaimer in the beginning of it. You'll understand.
Yeah, we should have been invited.
I mean, we on invited to the next video.
Disclaimer said we should have been invited, damn. Alright, bro,
Sex too.
I do security on the side too, so if you need me to secure some things.
You only pass down females.
Yeah, I do secure, yeah.
Trust me, it's gonna be lit, I guarantee you.
Alright,
It's gonna be a part of you like, I remember this.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Facts, trust me.
All right, we gonna be there. We definitely gonna be lit. Have a good time.
You got any other questions, CP3?
No, I'm pretty much good, man. Listen to some good music. You had a great interview. Had, like I said, I always tell all the independent artists I don't listen to anything really past 2005. So I haven't heard your music until you come on here, and that's why I give you the raw, uncut observation. And
So the one thing I tell you about the show is that I get all the music, but I don't. Like, I didn't hear Sex until I actually played it today.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing is because I want to give an unadulterated, organic feel of what I feel like the song like. They don't get my partners don't get to hear the music until I actually play it.
Exactly.
So you may send it a week ahead of time. I don't mean I'm gonna play it a week ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like they won't hear it until we actually play it on the show.
Yeah. So it's good to hear some good flow.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Sure.
So I don't know if you guys heard some of my stuff. So you heard Sex, you heard the Dojo. I don't know if he's heard Child Support. I know you probably have.
Yeah.
Out of those songs, which ones did you guys know?
My favorite is Dojo. Dojo, Child Support, Vincent.
Honestly, the freestyle, I don't know if that was a freestyle or if it was another verse from another joint. I like the freestyle. Yeah, I like the me, the freestyle was what did it for me because of the wordplay, not afraid to use big words and and actually know how to use them and know what they mean. So, that to me, that was the solidify right there when bars at the bar, just the way you broke it down and then jumped into another one just off wordplay and went from there. That, to me, that right there said, and then just different from the interview from, hearing the way you want to influence the game and, try to show a different way to, putting the music out there instead of being about killing and slinging drugs and doing other things. You can do that style, but you have other styles also. So it's been, like I said, when he told me who we're interviewing, I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. And I got to say, I was pleasantly surprised by the interview, man. Keep grinding. I'm definitely will be listening to your stuff, and I have my own radio show that I stream live on Sports on the Hill podcast, and I play some independent music from this show on there. So let's just say I'll probably be spinning your record on there also, as long as I don't got that poop commercial in front of it.
Yeah,
I can sing the Sex.
Yeah.
I think I might have Dojo, the MP3. I just like the video because I thought the video was creative because he actually did in the dojo, did like the dojo style.
Yeah, I just don't need the poop commercial kind of killed everything.
Yeah, but so what happens is this: after a while, on YouTube, which your video reaches a certain amount of numbers, they feel that people watch and they'll start adding commercials.
Yeah.
So we used to play dojo on it all the time, and then it reached a certain amount of numbers, so then
they started putting the commercials.
They attached commercials because of the amount of traffic.
Yeah, they could have put something besides poop though.
It's random. It's
That shit was
random.
that was hilarious though. That was hilarious.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Do we have time for? We have to.
I know the owner of the bar.
We kind of own the operation, so there is no time.
There's no time. Because I wanted to pull up the freestyle that I did for Jada Kiss that went viral. But I don't know if you guys got time. It's okay. We'll go ahead and
Pull it up.
you can pull it up on there. You have to go to YouTube, put in Flex 360 freestyle, and I think they put this in Takashi 6ix9ine, which I wasn't, but I guess.
You know, I think I might have actually seen. I haven't watched it, but I think I actually seen that because I watch a lot of Jada Kiss freestyles. I'm a Jada Kiss fan, so I think I might have actually seen something about Takashi diss or something. Oh, that's very interesting. Man. Very interesting.
It should be me.
I think I did watch some of that joint. Nice, nice, nice.
Flex 360 Dojo Freestyle, 9,000 views. Dojo Freestyle. Should be a car. Over there.
Everybody.
Freestyle. But go over him, son. Should be a car.
We always bring you the hottest, newest independent artists out here. We don't play none of that mainstream stuff because you already know what it is, but we bring you the up and coming artists. And we about to check out this freestyle that's been, you know, given the kiss of approval by Jada Kiss, that he's actually posted it up. So we about to check this joint out when he get it queued up. Because, you know, that's what we do.
It's your boy 360. Shout out to Kiss. Congratulations, I'm glad I made it, but I'm activated, decapitating these bodies, the massive lacerations. Call me the pastor, the raptures, but they activating, casting the guy, watch me blast them, send them back to Satan. Verbally murder of a person with certain application, that sensation, cut a human to a black and bacon. Eternal turn them and turn them, that's the blackest agent. Ripping and turning your sternum without the vaccination. This is practice, no jacking, look y'all, I'm masturbating. Precaution children, these matches without the masturbating. These rappers whacking, subtracting without the afterplay, but they're burn like the matches for her without the activator. Ain't that amazing? Rainbow and these dudes Tyson and Corey, they will never fight fair. Ill lyrical skills, what I say might scare. Man, I'm so sick and get AIDS nightmares, I swear. Look, I'm off from Jeffrey Dahmer shit. I monsters from Morgan remains anonymous. Cause now no bull. I'm a hippopotamus. I'm speaking me full. Who's bottomless? Hip hop, we got a problem. No Takashi, guys. But in my dojo, I gotta show them how to rhymes. 6ix9ine, hence the dollar defined. For living ass black, but he should get hit with a shotty 90s time. Blah, 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 blown out of his mind. Get hit from the top row. That's a bop in the clock. My power's divine. So you know it's hotter than mine. You get something more than vanity and poverty plot. I'm out of the slide. I had to speak. Those tags, body bags, keeping in shallow bricks. I'm on your ass like county tax if you've been back for weeks. And niggas know when I flow, you know I had to speak. Tragedy, 360. Fuck with it.
He just said, I don't know why they said it was Takashi 6ix9ine.
You said his name, nigga. You said his name, nigga.
I said his name a couple of times. You said his name a couple of times. That was clearly a diss. Clearly a diss. Just as this man right here will obviously sex a midget with no legs. That was clearly a diss.
Hold up, I didn't say a midget with no legs, man. That's freaky. We said a stripper with no legs. And
a midget stripper with no legs would be the
that's a little. I don't know. That's a little too freaky for me, I guess, right there. I gotta see her in person. You know what I'm saying? She drop it like it's hot, man. I don't know. Yeah, but just thinking about it right now, I gotta say no. But if I'm at the club and I see a midget stripper with no legs, you know, doing some things that make me like, I
You know, I
wonder.
dance.
Maybe. I might get a lap dance. See how she throw that thing.
That's a yes. That's a yes. And then he's gonna do it on you. He's gonna have sex with her on your song.
Hey man, that's promotion. I'm getting it out to a broader audience, man. She might dance to it on the stage. I do have some connection with the DJ at the strip club, you know.
You know that.
Did you play jump for her?
That's a yes.
Oh man,
That's a yes.
Did you play jump around?
I'll play sitting on the dock of the bay. You gotta walk to the dock, bitch. Man,
This show is gone to hell.
bruh, you ask the questions, I can only give you an answer, bruh. I told you, I'm always gonna give you an answer.
Oh my god.
It might get the show shut down, but I'm gonna give you an answer, goddamn.
I ain't know what to say. So you told them where they can find you. Your social media.
Absolutely. So you guys can follow me on Facebook. I am Flex360. Or you can follow me on Facebook again, Felix O'Layton. Or you can go to Instagram, Flex360. Twitter is Flex_360. Or you can go to TikTok, same thing, Flex360. Remember, when you're putting Flex360 in, it's Flex with 3 X's and it's all one word. Flex360. Again, I repeat it for you. Flex360. Flex with 3 X's. Flex360. One word.
I just followed you on Instagram, bro.
My man.
CT, what you got coming up tomorrow?
Tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill podcast, like I said, we're covering the Capitals in their disappointing week, losing to the Pittsburgh. We'll cover the Nationals and their sweep of the Marlins and split with the Toronto Blue Jays. And then we'll talk some Wizards and their chase to stay in the playoff hunt. And we'll also break down the draft for the Washington football team in a little bit more detail. I'm going to hit up Dujanay, see if he's available. If not, you know your boy CP3 going to take care of it for you. Also, if you're in the market for a newer, used, pre-owned, certified vehicle, come on down to Waldorf Honda, holler at your boy at 2450 Crane Highway, across from the Popeyes and Lowe's. Get that deal done. Customer service is key. All you know is what you're looking for, how much you're trying to spend. I'm going to find that ride for you. Check out my SoundCloud, Beats by CP3. I do beats, soundtracks, hip-hop, dubstep, R&B, whatever you need, holler at your boy.
Related tunes.
Yeah, pimp-related tunes. You know, it is what it is. Just hashtag CP3, hashtag SportsOTHP or True Radio Network, and it's going to come up. Google me. You can find me. Inbox me. Hit me up. RIP Black GOP. Doing it for you, bro.
You know, as always, I gotta give praise to my partner. He's always gonna be my partner, Black GOP. My dog, my fam. We will continue to rock on with your legacy. You know, don't ever get it twisted just because you may not see the logo or whatever. I'm True Radio till I die.
That's what it is, baby.
You know, that dude has influenced a lot. I just wish.
My dog, my fam, we will continue to
Don't do
give
it.
people their flowers. Give people their flowers now. I just wish people would take time to celebrate. Like, we can have these rest in peace moments, but you know, at least I told him when he was alive how I felt.
No
Like,
doubt.
I thought he was great, and I thought he was this. We had a great conversation.
I did too.
So don't waste time. Not telling people that.
Let them know how you feel,
And
man.
then I also get frustrated as in people don't give him his flowers, or forget about all the stuff that he's done. I see a lot of people cry tears, and I see a lot of people forget too.
I'm gonna leave it alone right now.
I'm gonna leave it alone because I could go deeper.
Oh, believe me, it can get a lot. I'm gonna leave it alone right now because it's still a couple of days until the official anniversary of his passing.
So I can't tell people how to mourn.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So,
I will tell you this: like, I had a lot of love for that guy. I had love for that dude. And you know, like I said, he used to watch every act of golf. I had nobody else to watch the show.
I'm gonna leave it alone because I could go deeper.
And then he would actually call me, talk about it, and he'd be like, "Oh, you know, that your guess is kind of dry." I guess kind of sucked.
Hey,
That guess was good. We have a
real
great
shit.
conversation about
It
that.
was always real shit. It was always business, never personal. And he told me that because back in the day, before I met him, oh yeah, I took shit personal. And when I take shit personal, it gets ugly. But I had to learn it's a business. And he taught me certain aspects that I hadn't opened my mind to. Other people had told me the same shit, but he said it in a way that I understood it and I could accept it.
So we're talking, and I'm play one more song before I go there. I remember we had an argument about something, and there was some people we knew that was listening to the argument, and they assumed because we had an argument about some guests or something, and that we weren't gonna have a show. He was like, nah, we still gonna have a show. We ain't fine. That's one disagreement. It does not stop the overall picture. He's like, 1-by-1 is fine. Just because we agree to disagree, that doesn't mean that it's the end all or be all of the show. Because we don't, like, just because I don't agree with you don't mean I hate you.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with somebody. And that goes to so much stuff that's going on right now with the politics involved. I got folks that's breaking off ties with their sisters, their brothers because of political views. You can agree to disagree. You don't have to agree with everything the person you're talking to, dealing with, related to. You don't have to agree with all of that shit. That's fine. Don't be cutting motherfuckers off because they feel a certain way about a certain politician or a certain way about a certain point of view that you decided you can't be associated with them. Because as 151 said about his cousin that passed away, they lost 5 years over a stupid misunderstanding. Me and my sister, we didn't talk for 4 years before my dad passed away because of her ex-husband. And the reason we got back together was because when my dad passed away, so we lost 4 years of being connected because it was something stupid. I mean, I was still right, but you know, it is what it is. But I had to throw that in there.
I bet you did.
But you gotta agree to disagree, people. All this, you know, cancel culture and I can't associate with them because I can't believe they felt that way. You're not going to agree 100% with anybody in this world but yourself. So I don't understand why y'all even going to trip. So just relax, man. Take a breath. Don't take life too seriously, man. Just live the life and enjoy it, man. You know, there's a lot of bad shit going on, but you got to enjoy the good shit too.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all cancel culture, but y'all can't be my friends because I say too much reckless shit in a real conversation.
Bro, I don't know so many friends over them watching this show and some of the stuff I say. I'm like, you know me. Why are you shocked that I say it on air now?
I say reckless shit in real, like not on air. I mean, like no, not 151. I'm talking about Raheem says reckless shit at work, at home, at church. I'd say reckless shit. So. Like, if you want to cancel me from being then we was never friends at all. I tell people, fuck it. Keep it moving.
No, I have no problem. You know,
keep it moving.
I
tell people all the time, I don't even chase alcohol. So what do you think I'm gonna do with you?
I mean, see, we can get into a whole nother topic on that because I'm going through a couple of those situations right now where when you give someone the attention that they crave and that you want to give them, and then they change the dynamic of the relationship, and they still want that same feeling. Why do you think that's possible?
It ain't.
Exactly.
So what do you think I'm gonna do with you?
So female, let me tell you something real quick, so that y'all know about men. Y'all are stupid as fuck. When you put a good man in the friend zone, so you can chase a fuckboy. Do not think that all good niggas are going to sit there and be like, okay. No, they're going to kick your ass to the curb and find something real. And don't call us later to be like, man, why you treat me different? Bitch, you know why.
When you put a good man,
you know why. You know.
So you can chase a fuckboy.
I was offering you
do not think that all good
the most expensive shit. I was offering you Ace of Spades.
So kick your ass to the curb.
And you took a 40. You can't come to me after drinking 640s and sucking 18 dicks to talk about I want to. That only works in Forrest Gump movies. Like in real life,
Jenny.
go the fuck back where you were.
I was offering you.
Am I lying? Am I lying, dude?
I was offering you Ace of Spades.
Great.
So after you done a Jenny from Forrest Gump, don't come like only Forrest Gump. I'm not retarded or mentally handicapped or slow or in the Matrix, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Don't do it.
Am I lying? Am I lying, dude?
You can't. If I done gave you Ace of Spades and you done gave the bottle back, and you want to drink Budweiser all day, it's cool. I'm not giving you another bottle. That's just the fact of life.
Or in the Matrix.
Call me Mrs. Garrett, motherfuckers.
Don't do it. You can't. If I done gave you Ace of Spades and you done gave the bottle back, and you want
Yo, we'll be back next week. So the week of the 15th, we will not have a show. I'll be in Atlanta.
That's just the fact.
And then after coming back from Atlanta, we have several shows. But salute to Queen's Mother is one of our sponsors. Salute to Eric Cruz is one of our sponsors.
We will not have a show.
Salute to Night's Cleaning. That's my younger brother, also one of our sponsors. He's out in Delaware. Some good stuff going on.
Salute to
and then
salute to Queen's Mother is one of our sponsors.
Salute to Nicole, 365 Youth. She has a movement. She's doing some stuff. Nicole Dawn. She's one of my models in Eric Music. I get music from New Zealand, dog.
And then
be the best in the DMV.
Let's see you once again. To know that you ain't here no more in this life.
Listen to that fucking part. This is my old place.
Okay.
And I work down the street. I was about to go back to DC, and then my uncle called me. He's like, "You gotta move somewhere. Why don't you take over the trail?"
Yeah. That is, brother. I didn't know it was so far. All good, man. Try to push the phone. Everybody here.
We got the other cut down. I forgot.
You know what?
I don't ask questions like